Welcome to the Sice Room, where politics, hip hop, and DMV culture collide. I'm your host, Trey Five, and y'all already know we got a whole lot to discuss this week. We each here each and every Tuesday. Y'all know I got the greatest panel in the world and the greatest chat in the nation. We got a full house tonight, man. I got all the greats here tonight, man. So y'all know we're gonna have fireworks. We talking about a lot of different things, man. DC Emancipation, how that situation was, the TI headline. It was a lot of outrage, a lot of people that support it. We talking about the Louisiana situation. We're gonna talk about the curfew. We're gonna talk about Elon Musk, and we also gonna talk about the 19-year-old that was found in Northwest beside the police station. Very, very tragic events, but we here each and every Tuesday. I know I love each and every one of y'all that come and support us each and every week. Y'all already know it's the Sice Room. Voila. All right, DC just celebrated Emancipation Day, a day rooted in 1862 that freed enslaved people right here in the district. But this year, controversy hit when T.I., the Atlanta artist, headlined the event. There was a lot of people like Lonnie B and a lot of well-known people from the area that kind of had a difference of opinion about artists not being rooted or from here being the headliner. Even though T.I. has one of the biggest records of the year, they felt like Wale, Ari Lennox, it was a whole bunch of other names that was mentioned that they felt like should represent the city on DC Emancipation Day. What I want to ask y'all is, do y'all feel like that was a good look for DC, T.I. headlining it, or should moments like this prioritize local artists?
To answer your question, I do think it's a good look. At the end of the day, the reason why DC, and I'm proud of it and against it at the same time, but the reason why we never blew up worldwide like ATL, New York, California, all of these places, man, is because we keep it in house, and I love it. I do love it that we have our own and we're proud of our own, but at the end of the day, we got to branch out. And the only way we can do that is bring people in. That's what ATL did, man. ATL and all of the South, really, when they got a track from Jay-Z or something, when Juvie got that track from Jay-Z, they made sure they put it on that album. They made sure they bring him down there. The thing is, man, we have to start branching out and we have to start invoking all of these other places. Yes, we can have our own people, but at the end of the day, we still have to branch the fuck out if we want to get out of this little bubble that we're in. Second, um, at the end of the day, we gotta know that whole Juneteenth thing, the whole country celebrates that, right? It was an area where the last slaves were let free. I don't know how they didn't get the memo, but whatever. The last slaves were let free, but the whole country celebrates that. So let the whole country celebrate ours as well.
I feel like they should have kept it home team. It's a lot of festivals, a lot of concerts, a lot of shows that incorporate out of town talent. It's called DC Emancipation Day for a reason. Now, I know they got the go-go bands and whatnot, but you do have a lot of um, famous or successful musical talents. We got a whole bunch of them. Lonnie B went down the list. Some of those I didn't agree with because of the sentiment of their sound, like the Fat Trails of the world, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think that they would have been a better selection versus a Wale who just dropped a good album and is currently trending, or somebody like Ari Lennox or Corday or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? But can y'all hear me? It came.
Yeah, we get you.
All right. So
Yeah, I hear you.
it was a thing a few years ago. I think it was at Broccoli Fest and a couple of other festivals that came in through Live Nation, where local talent that was successful, like Rico Nasty, Wale, both had something to say about finally being showcased at home. And the home promoters always going above and beyond to book out of town talent. So I do feel like that was an issue that needed to be addressed. Excuse me. But like the ATL movement, they all stuck together. They all pushed that ATL train, and that's when ATL got the recognition and the respect that they were looking for. So we need to do the same thing. We need to embrace our own talent, push our own talent, stand on the unified front, and then we'll get some type of progress. That's my take.
Yeah, me personally, I ain't mad that it was Ti. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like Atlanta ain't calling Wale and them to go down there and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, like they said, let our people do our thing up here. You know what I'm saying? Like in our city type. Like you said, Atlanta came together and did their thing. Let us come together. We got a lot of talent in the city. They said Rico Nasty, Ari Lennox. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been anybody. So, but that's my take.
I feel like it was kind of wild for us to have Ti headlining. To Dutch's point, him being a part of it, that's one thing. But for him to be the headliner is a little overstepping. Um, we got, my point is that we got great artists here, great talent here. Um, and yeah, Ti does have a household name in the industry, but like ain't nobody like. I mean, he made that great song, but in this generation, nobody's really. I can't say they not checking for him because he do keep his name relevant, but I just feel like we could have used one of our hometown artists, a Rico Nasty, Bryson Taylor, Ari Lennox. We got people who's done just what who's done not. Yeah, we have people who's done great things in the industry, and we could have highlighted them instead of getting somebody from the A. Which my take.
Yo, can y'all hear me? We good?
You're
Yep.
I I think everybody tripping. I think Ti having a great year. But on top of that, they had hometown people. They had Maya up there. They had Sugar Bear up there. I think it's what they always do. Like, so for instance, last year or the last show they did, Kelly Price was the headliner. She not from DC. The year before that, Kim and Drew Hill was the headliner. They not from DC. Year before that, Anthony Hamilton and Shantae Moore. They not from DC. Finally, Wale got a good album after 15 years that people like. Ari Lennox got a great album, but she on tour. So it is what it is. I don't think it's nothing new. I mean, they do what they always do. They got a headline that's gonna bring people out. And then they got the bands that they're gonna show love to. And then they got an artist that's from here probably that got some history like Mayo or Genuine or whoever. And that's what they do. They don't really got no budget like that. They got one or two headlines they could bring out. Them other places you think a lot of people name, like when you talking about Atlanta, they got a history, like they got decades of success. So
Facts.
they can put out artists, they can afford to stand behind artists. If the city gonna spend millions, they got to see a return on their investment. They don't know that Wale has done 1,500 concerts at the Fillmore. Can't sell 1,500 tickets at the Verizon Center or whatever they call it now. That ain't no disrespect to him. His fan base might not be that type. J. Cole gonna come, Logic gonna come. They gonna sell out the MCI Center, whatever you call that, Joe. Capital One Arena. They gonna sell that Joe out. Wale fan base do Howard Theater, Fillmore. That don't really incite the city to go ahead and spend millions of dollars behind showcasing him as an artist because they don't know if his fan base come out. Whereas T.I., I'm sure they got me hell. That joint was packed. But I mean, I get what y'all saying, but I'm saying this thing never was about highlighting artists. You go back 10 years and the headliners is Dougie Fresh and Faith Evans and Kenny Lattimore. You know, it is what it is. That's it for me.
I feel like y'all said, it's cool that Ti did do it, but also, I mean, the people that didn't. Okay, here we go with the lines and shit, because y'all was naming people that was not from DC. Then that's where we go with it. So it's like, at this point, I'm like, they could have got some cool artists, but then that also brings like sometimes don't even want to book these niggas that we do like right now. Because everybody beefing with everybody, and I really don't even know who I would care to see outside of Fat Trill for real. And let me really, yeah, I'm gonna just say Fat Trill because I like him the most. So it's like they could. I ain't even hip to the whole lineup either, but I'm pretty sure Fat Trill wasn't a part of it. But he just did have a mixtape. So if it's not like Floyd said, if it ain't been about DC, I guess I mean we can complain, but can we really complain? So did Bowser have something to do with this? Because I'm still blocked on her email list. So that's my take on that. I feel like she has something to do with this.
What the hell is Jazz doing?
Hey Slim, you
I
burnt
don't
me.
know, Slim.
Yeah, my take is this though, right? As far as DC artists, I'm not against Ti performing because like Floyd, you made a lot of sense with your take, and that was my thing too. Like having Ti isn't a bad look outside of us wanting to have local artists perform, but at the same token, Ti is cool with being the headline. But my thing is, I would have liked to see some local artists perform. Period. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it ain't about them. The people that spending the money that got to put the show together, they thinking about the return on their investment, and they trying to make money. So if it ain't no guarantee that they gonna sell them tickets and get that money back, messing with these local artists, then why waste the time or energy even putting that together? So that makes sense too. But I guess as you know, us as locals speaking, we would have loved to see like me. I'm with Fat Trail, but I'm not against a light show or even a Shy Glizzy or Nino Pay or like y'all said, a Rico Nasty. I feel like they collectively would bring out an audience, but at the same time too, it's a certain amount of time that everybody can perform. It's but so many slots. But you know, they did what they did to what they thought was the best for them. But I would have loved to see some local artists that had a good year. Like a Nino Pay would have made sense. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing Light Show up there. Even if y'all want to throw Trail, I would like to see Light Show Nino Pay, honestly, and you could throw even a female artist in there. I don't know who, but like you said, tours matter, ticket sales matter. It's a lot that go into it. But you know, they did what they did. It is what it is at this point, and it was packed out. So you can't say they made a bad decision because it turned out to be a good show at the end of the day. So that's my take.
Y'all hating on Maya like shit.
I forgot about my.
Excuse me, thank you. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say the thing. Y'all act like DC is only y'all. Like he just fried as fuck. Like y'all talking about Nino Pay, but light show. Them white people don't want to hear that shit. Is y'all cool? Like, of course, I want to see our people up there, but that's just this. Can we all just use our business brains and think about like, come on now. Like, why the fuck would that be the headliner? Like, I would love for it to be somebody from DC. Like, Wale would be perfect, but somebody just coined it. Y'all took everything I wanted to say. Oh, by the way, so now I just gotta play devil's advocate with y'all niggas. Like, fuck it. But niggas on tour shit. Like, somebody said Rico Nasty. I love Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty gonna headline this. Can we just like just not pause and just say shit for the fucking fuck of it? Like, no. I don't know if T.I. is the best choice, but it makes sense. Like, that's it. Y'all took all of my other points.
Plus, they probably got T.I. for the low. That nigga promoting a new single. That nigga like, hey.
What do you mean?
Hey,
Hey,
Jazz. Nobody said Rico Nasty was headlining nothing. We just saying
Yeah,
he
no,
could have
nobody
performed on
said
the show.
headline. I'm just saying
I would
perform.
like to hear
We just saying like
no
they could have been
funny.
on the show. Like they
hey,
could have at
look,
least been on
Not
the show.
headlining?
Not Rico
Huh?
Nasty, hell no.
Is T.I. not headlining?
Yeah, but we
Here's the
not
headline.
saying no. Listen, listen. So
Rather
free.
headline. There are other DC.
It don't need to be no artist out of DC headline and DC
There are
Emancipation.
other DC acts
Right.
on the.
Exactly. If you ain't from
Hey,
Period.
DC, why you
I
headline? It
can't
don't
hear
matter how
nothing.
powerful or not. No artist from if you're not from
I
DC,
ain't get to
why
get
would
my
you?
For real.
take, but it's cool. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, Zara ain't go 5.
I might as well headline.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Welcome to the Sice
Clown,
Room.
put that
Oh
ass
my bad, I was
away.
muted. I thought you was Kylie Z, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I know she didn't want to speak about this.
Yeah, nah,
Hold
I'm
up.
Z, the original Z, Big Z, not the little one. So the thing is, I don't understand why it's so hard for us to
Bang
understand
bang.
that, you can't replicate DC's lived experiences. So our artists aren't just performers, they're storytellers of the city. So if you gonna tell a story, especially of our emancipation, let our artist headline. You could put a mainstream national artist in the show, but headlining our shows is not it. Like, I'm not understanding why the budget isn't even for us. Like, why are we spending our outside money on a national artist to bring in ticket sales? Come on, man. To tell what story though? So that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the fact that our artists tell our stories. And I learn.
This ain't. But this. Oh my bad. This
hey, look,
about
hold on, hold on,
this
hold
is
on, hold on,
Bow's
hold
the
on. Hold on.
thing though. Like y'all know, this is she not thinking about just DC. Y'all talking about DC natives.
But
Bow
One
is
one
not
event
thing,
free
focusing
though.
on
hold on,
just
One of
hey,
the
hey,
DC
look,
free
look,
event.
natives. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's what I was about to say, but the shit
y'all
was
It
keep,
was a
free,
free
bruh.
event.
Yeah,
y'all
was
keep
It was
talking
a
free.
about,
free event.
y'all keep talking
It's
about
free for
ticket
the
sales.
people. Ain't free to put it on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It,
but I'm saying it's not like y'all talking about bring out a crowd to
and
what?
look,
Something free.
it's
I
a
can't
free
Exactly.
hear now
event.
for real though. I can't hear
Exactly.
now for real. Yeah.
Y'all
I ain't
niggas,
saying,
y'all can't be for real right now.
Listen,
No,
you pay all that money to have these people come out to a free event that is no ticket
we're
sales
not
to.
Facts.
doing that for no
it's
profit.
no
Facts.
If
ticket.
they throw that event and
It's a
nobody
DPR event.
It's
This was a DPR event,
it's
meaning
a
That's a
everything there is
fact.
free. The food is free, the
it's a
popcorn free,
And
Everything
the
look,
hot
free.
dogs free,
it's a
everything is
write
free.
off.
understood, but that
It's
It's
does
definitely
not
a
I agree
write-off.
with the
can I
write-off, but
that
I
It's
does
a
still,
not
it's a
write
free
off,
event. It's
mean
bro.
no ticket sales. It's
that
no
does
ticket
It's
not
no
sales.
tickets.
mean that
That's why I said,
people all and
what are we
people
talking about?
It's
Yeah,
no ticket
Jazz.
sales. So we can get
Yeah,
the ticket
Jazz.
sales
Nobody's
out of there.
selling
There's no
tickets.
ticket sales. It
So
wasn't a
yeah,
show
so
for
it
that. It was
doesn't
a
even
free
matter.
show.
I never
Yeah.
said nothing about ticket sales. It don't matter
But
about the sales.
Nah, you said bringing the people out as like a headliner, but you don't. What are you bringing them out for? If the people coming,
Yeah,
like
what
they
do you
either
What are you
coming or they
doing the
not.
event for if you don't want people to
people
come
coming
nah,
out?
to a
that
free
Joe
show
empty. They don't want
regardless?
Hey,
no
hold
empty
on. Let
ass
me say
People
shit.
this.
in DC, people coming to a free show regardless. If you have
Yeah,
anything free in
My
DC,
bad,
the
Mark.
people are coming.
Can I answer this question? What is the
The
event you
people
don't
are
have people
coming,
to bring out? The
The people
people
it's a,
you
coming to the free show regardless. That's
y'all
see, I
agree?
was just there
regardless.
to get them to come a little
No,
bit
that's
more.
not true. That's not true. Be for
So
real.
you
Shit.
feel like
Bro,
that?
this is
So you
DC.
feel
We
like
They
don't
hold
love
on?
say
nothing
This
free
is
free.
food and niggas is
This is
acting up.
DC.
hey guys,
Hold on,
guys,
Mark.
can I ask
Let's
can I
be
ask the
real.
panel
There's been
something?
plenty of events that burnt to the ground. That was
Excess.
Did
what
anybody
event
on
burnt
the
to the
panel
ground?
go to the free event?
Fuck
No,
no.
because we was with you.
Huh? Huh?
We was with you.
We was with you.
Did anybody do
Oh
what?
yeah, damn it was damn
Your
facts.
shit was better.
Hey,
But no, I
can I
had
make a
my
point
folks
though?
took our kids
Can I
down.
make
My
a
folks took
point?
our kids down there, and it was a
They
free
was free
event. Like
too, right,
everything was
Five?
free.
Right?
I ain't
That's
go
Hey,
for it.
cool.
nah,
All of
We
these
gotta take
artists.
turns.
I need set up for that.
Y'all gotta pay
So
y'all
hey,
Yeah,
my
Wi-Fi
we
help,
do.
bills
I need set
too.
up for that.
we all
You
can't
going
be
in and out,
all
Marcus?
at the same time for real.
hey,
Oh,
look,
nah,
right?
I was just saying the whole event was free, bro. They had free food, they had free face paints, they had free little rides and shit for the kids. The whole
Your service
event.
Look,
crazy, brother.
hey, look,
This shit
right?
in
Look,
the
look, 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 look,
goulash.
look, 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 bro.
He
He in
probably
the
on the
First,
game.
gulag.
He probably,
first,
he be on the move.
first and
He can't even
foremost,
get his mic.
it was a free
Hey,
event. So
look,
y'all talking about
this what
ticket
I was saying
sales.
though. You
Hold
see how
on,
they
Floyd,
was
hold
with
on,
you the other
Floyd.
night, right, Five?
Oh, you
Hold
can't
on,
hear,
Floyd.
but I let Bubba to
Can, y-
say one
Can
thing,
you
and we
hear
gotta
me?
let Floyd go.
can y'all hear me?
You can't hear him?
Yeah, I
Can
can
y'all
hear
Yeah,
him.
I
hear
I
me?
can
can
hear
hear
him.
him.
Y'all, you can hear me? I can't hear y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Buck
can.
is
All right.
talking, Floyd.
Fuck
All
it.
right.
If you can hear me, you can hear
Look,
me. So look,
look.
No,
you
y'all
gotta
both
Hold
build
on,
your
talking.
Floyd.
own shit.
Wait,
Hold
Why
on.
would
Floyd,
I?
Buck
Bro,
is
bro,
talking. You can't hear Buck.
let Floyd land
Let me
because he
res-
can't hear nobody.
let
So
me
it's like,
respond. Let me respond to Floyd's point from his one on one.
but he can't hear you.
He just said he could hear me. Can y'all hear me?
He said he couldn't hear nobody.
He
I think
left. He left.
he
He
left to come
left.
back. He left to come back.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
right. Yo, can you
Y'all
you
see?
hear me now?
Huh?
Can you hear
I
Buck?
can
Because he
hear.
was trying to respond to you actually. So
But
Can y'all
what
hear
I
me?
was gonna say real quick, or Buck, you can go ahead. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
All I'm trying to say is y'all talking about the overhead and the return on the investment. It's a free event that's thrown by the city. There is no return on the investment because it's a DPW event. All the tickets was free. So if you're trying to save an overhead, why would you pay a more expensive out of town artist when you can get a less fee
Exactly.
for a local
That's what I'm
artist
saying.
Okay,
and
so look.
showcase them? So it's a 2-for-1.
So look, when I say return on investment, that's just figurative speaking, right? I don't mean like they actually try and recoup their money from booking TI. I mean, they don't want to have an Emancipation Day a block away from the White House during the political season with 1,500 people out there, motherfucker. They want 15,000.
The
They want
go-go bands are going to the,
150,000.
the
The
go-go
go-go
bands by
band to do that alone.
themselves is going to bring all the people out. They came out because of the
y'all
go-go
niggas
band.
is being
Listen,
a
they
little
done had Sugar
oblivious.
Bear and Emancipation Day 6 years in a row, my nigga. I just read down the list. So I'm just being honest
Was
with
it
you, right?
packed? Was it packed
And
6
listen,
years
wait,
in a row?
hold on 1 second. And by the way, if you look at the new budget the mayor just put out, she done cut 8 million from park and recreations. She cut 10 plus million from the education system. All of that money that was usually being spent. No, so if T.I. in town, we could get this nigga for $20 in
But if
a
we
free
don't got it,
hotel
why do?
room.
But if we just cut all that, why use that with him when we could put that somewhere else?
So who's the
That
artist?
don't
You but who's the artist?
anybody else. It don't matter.
No,
It
I
do.
think
Somebody
it
from
Matter.
here.
should.
It does
I think
matter.
it matter
It's
though.
It
But
don't. It's
biased
listen,
a
when you
free
see.
event. It
Does.
don't matter. It
they
don't. It's a
had
It'll be
free event. Y'all looking
listen.
for ticket
They gonna
sales.
come and come get. They gonna come
I'm not
eat,
looking
eat
for a ticket
good, eat
sale.
good, eat
No,
good.
that's what
Credibility,
Jazz is looking for. Jazz is talking about ticket
validation.
sales.
I'm not talking about ticket sales. I'm talking about people staying there. They gonna come get the free
People
food.
coming out because of the go-go
It's
bands and the
free.
free
This is
food.
listen. If you live in
Nah,
DC,
a
listen.
lot of
Hold on,
people
hold on,
a
No.
lot
y'all,
of
hold
people
on, y'all,
do
hold on,
free
y'all.
Hey,
events,
Buck.
Listen.
dog.
If you live in
Nah.
DC, and it's a free event and you got kids, you was going. It don't matter what day it is. I don't care
You
what's
don't
going on inside
care
the
Nah,
go-go
about
for
band
who
there.
real.
You going.
playing. You
Nah,
don't
for
Coming
care
real.
out.
about none
Them
of
niggas,
that. You
hey,
trying to
hey,
You
get
hey,
your
going.
hey,
kids
hey,
out,
y'all for
time
real.
out,
Nah, for real.
HB
and
standing
enjoy the
behind
Enjoy the
you.
day.
day.
Come out in the
And
No
rain.
and
fun.
and on
Come
top
on,
of that,
take
it was a
turns, y'all.
Sunday.
Take turns.
And on
All,
top of that, it was a Sunday. So a
all them
cool
people.
reset day.
Listen, all them people did not come out in the rain to see Sugar Bear do Bop Bop, my nigga. I'm telling you this.
All the
They ain't go
videos.
I'm
see
telling you this,
T.I. ass.
nigga.
Hey Floyd. Hey
I
Floyd.
love Sugar Bear, nigga. I love
Hey
Sugar Bear.
Floyd.
Nah, but one
All the
thing I was thinking
look,
too
look.
though is having Ti is going to keep the younger crowd away because they trying to attract the older crowd
I agree.
with the
I
type
agree
of
with that.
event they
No,
have
but
going
this
on.
be the
I don't believe
Ti,
that.
problem.
I don't
they're
believe
not
that.
trying to get a younger crowd to come out because
I don't
what
believe that.
is expected based
But
on
can I
their
say
VR
this
and
though?
everything that's going on.
All the videos I seen on social media was of the go-go bands.
It's
I ain't seen no videos of Ti
listen,
performing.
Now
listen,
I seen
You
one of
not.
Ti today.
listen. That's come
I
on,
ain't seen
Buck.
no
We
T.I.
not,
Jones movie.
Buck. We not gonna
Man,
act
that
like them
that,
niggas wasn't
that nigga
performing.
could at least have some museum on or something, man.
He had a
Fuck.
But
red,
look,
all red sweatsuit on or something.
Nigga
so
could at least have some museum or something on.
That nigga could have
I
had a
ain't
mouth
That
gonna.
for
ain't
real
on him no
sweatsuit
more.
on.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he had on the all red jump.
Y'all, so
I
See,
y'all
got.
y'all don't give
listen.
a fuck about DC
He don't
neither.
give a
He
Y'all,
was here for
y'all
the
just
Man,
money.
seeing
He only
check
came for
this
the
out.
money.
hey,
Check
hold
this
on,
out.
back. Hey, back. Hold on, Five. Back
He's
up real quick.
supposed
Hold
to
on,
come for
Five.
the money though. He get paid.
Yeah, I mean,
Hold
I'm
on.
not mad at that, but we saying like you get what I'm saying though. Like, come on now, we ain't gonna do that.
And
Yeah,
one
Check
thing
for
this.
I
him
do
Hey,
hate
personally.
look,
also, can
man,
I just say
feelings
one
ain't
thing,
business,
y'all?
nigga.
Man, let
Feelings
me
ain't
cook real
business.
quick, man.
Put the
One
money
thing
back
that
where
I
One
it
at a
want
should
to
time though,
be.
y'all.
say,
Let
Yeah,
everybody go,
let
y'all,
me
so we
cook.
not talking over
Oh,
each
let
other,
my
y'all.
man cook real quick.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, let
hold
him go.
on,
He
real
been
quick,
listening.
cause y'all said Tip ain't got no museum on and this and that. All this, no disrespect to none of these local clothing brands. I don't see the local clothing brands supporting DC artists. The fuck we
that's
talking about?
bullshit,
When
Floyd. And I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
hold on,
crazy.
I'm
I
That's
So
don't know about
saying
that one.
when
at the
when
that's
end of the
speed, listen,
day,
hold
that's
on, wait.
Hold
bullshit.
on,
When
hold on,
speed
hold
Hold
on,
on,
come
hold
let
on,
him
hold
around,
on,
go.
hold on,
Let him
hold
go.
on.
One at a time. One at a
Listen.
time.
I'm gonna chime
Small,
in
let's
because I'm a,
talk.
because
Small,
I
let's
make
talk
clothes.
going crazy.
I
listen,
One
make
hold
at a
clothes, so
time,
on.
let,
y'all. One
let
at
me
a
chime
time,
in.
y'all. One at a
Hold on
time.
1 second, 1 second, one
Let
second.
him
And
cook.
I do nothing but support local brands. But a lot of our local brands back in the day had way more hustle, and now there's way too much entitlement, right? I'm local, you should support my shit. As opposed to I'm local, you in my city, let me introduce myself to you. I'm such and such when this is my clothing line, and blah blah blah. I'm the hottest shit in the city. You need to fuck with me. And by the way, I got this sweatsuit for them
what are we
painter
talking
niggas.
about right
They be
now?
outside the club with a whole paying for a nigga. Look how they did with the baby. This you and your daughters. They gonna go through the work and they gonna have their hustle. A lot of us, whether it be podcasters or clothing lines, whatever, niggas be way too laid back. We talking about artists And how come they not headlining? Five doing his own motherfucking parking lot shit, and niggas is coming out. So why the fuck Wale can't go get a motherfucking something somewhere and do his own festival? Just like J. Cole and this nigga and that nigga and Drake and all these people he want
Because
to
they're
be
not
compared
getting the
to.
money, Floyd.
He
Duh.
got
That's the
millions of
whole
fucking
point.
dollars,
They're
nigga.
not doing events
Oh,
because they're
Wale
not
don't.
building
Hold
up
on, wait.
DC
Wale
artists.
don't do no annual show.
Azara, y'all named artists
Yeah,
on
he
this show
do.
today who was supposed to come to shit that I
He
paid
just
for and
did
didn't show up.
stuff.
They were supposed to come perform for kids that didn't show up for free, nigga, and I was paying for it. So what's the excuse then? What is the excuse then? When
What
you
artists are
feel
you
the,
speaking on, Floyd?
it's not about me putting
Nino
nobody's
paid
name
the
out
local
there. I don't have to do
artists.
that. Listen, I'm not
Because
here to
first it
argue
was
with you.
ticket sales. Now it's
Hey Z,
what we saying?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
I
here to
was lost
argue with
because it
people.
definitely was
I'm
ticket
telling
sales from
you,
the jump. So I'm lost.
I'm
I don't
telling
know.
you from a promoter's perspective, from a person spending money perspective. It ain't even about getting money back
All right,
in
so
return.
please land
Oh,
and
let him
BW
finish.
so
Let him
I can
finish. Let
go.
him finish. Let him finish.
Listen, please,
Can we
hey,
can we go to the next
listen,
topic?
Yeah, let
I
him go,
don't know.
y'all.
I'm
Let
just
him go,
please,
lost
y'all. He
right
please
want to
now.
go
let y'all
ahead.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Let everybody get
Oh,
their
y'all
shit
act
off,
No, I
like
and then
wanted to say
the
something
world
on
is
this.
against you.
I
Everybody
just
owe
wanted
you
him to
some.
land so I could just
no, but
put my little,
you
you know what I'm
can't
saying?
cut him off while he's trying
No,
to
it's all
land.
right.
Like
It's all right. I've been gone for a
let's
while.
all
Let her do what she
let's.
been doing for the month.
I want to say this.
He's not fucking
I want to say this. I
Can I
want to say this.
speak or like what I
I
got?
want
Raise my hand like class?
I
Like
want to say
how do
Yeah,
I
this.
let her
The
work?
go,
thing
Des. Let her
is,
go, Des. Because this is just gonna be a talking
acting like
conversation.
they had the inner city rappers or the representation of these rappers on these meetings where they was getting Ti. We gotta understand these are council members. These are people that's probably not even connected to the streets like that, or the streets ain't connecting to them like that. They're looking at what they see on the outside, and on top of that, to Floyd's point, man, look, the ATL shit, they did stick together, and they rolled together, and they did shows together. At the end of the day, we gotta push it on these council members. We gotta push it on the mayor. We gotta push it on that because they're getting Ti. No one from DC is getting Ti.
We ain't
These
gotta
Mm.
push it on
white
them when they need our
people
vote.
shit. Yeah,
They
but
got
we
All
plenty
right,
still
of
gonna.
so
people.
But and guess what? We still gonna vote for these
But
But
then
I'm
niggas.
keep
just
in
And
mind
saying,
we
too,
all
need
right,
our
so
Ti
look,
votes
Ti
in.
got
they
that
find their
situation
way
with
to
50
the
Cent
streets when
too.
they need votes. They find their way
Let's
to
think
the
Exactly.
about
And
streets.
that.
So why we
we
gotta
need to
find them when we need
differentiate
some
that.
type of
We
notoriety or some
need
type of push?
right, and we
to
don't. What
differentiate
happens
that.
is the
We
curators
give
of
them
these
the
events,
power.
they have
Watch
to
out,
give
man.
And they
like, all right,
create
so
the shit
boom.
out of
When
us.
we do art all night, right? When I did the jump for the mayor in the parking lot, we did a go-go line. You know what I'm saying? I had Pinky Killer Corners, my headline. They got a budget that they can put aside for local artists, fool. So I don't know why y'all not want. And as a DC artist, I don't know why you don't want to be built up, but you deserve it. Okay,
They don't
so
care.
I don't understand why another DC artist is not saying that DC artists should headline the shows. Yes, absolutely, because that gives you as a DC artist an opportunity to be pulled into your career. Because the problem is they're spending money outside of the city, but then expect you to come back into the city and have events for the city. Come on, man. What we talking
Let
about?
me ask a question. Let me ask a question real
I
quick, Floyd,
blame the
before you go.
DC artists
So,
then.
so let me ask a question real quick, right? Because Floyd did make a great point when he said the last 5, 6 years before this event, they didn't have an artist from the DC, from the city headlining, right? So, what would y'all say is the big difference now while we emphasizing Ti versus in the past?
Because we fed up, dog.
Hold up,
So
say the
it's like
last
a
part again.
repetitive thing. It's a repetitive thing. We got enough
Yeah.
talent in house to where we should be showcasing our own talent. Just because they
So
did it in the past don't mean that it was right then before.
But
You know
we
what I'm
gotta
saying?
put
It
that
might
to
not have
them. We gotta
it,
put
Hold on,
that
hold on.
shit to them.
it might
let
have
him
still
cook.
been a fuss. We just didn't hear it as much because it wasn't as big as a trend on social media or as much pushback or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was an issue every year that it was an issue.
Yeah.
Just because it happened before don't mean that we was
We
content
need
with it before
integrated
either.
acts. We need national artists. We need national acts with DC artists. Like DC artists should be opening up for these national acts, bro. It shouldn't be no national acts headlining our events. No, not at all.
Like for instance, like my man I just did the comedy joint, right? My man Theo,
Mm-hmm.
when the comedians do their little tours or whatever, and they come around, they always make sure to find the hottest local motherfucker to bring on stage to open. So if the
Right.
Mm.
outsiders understand this shit, why don't the locals understand this shit?
But That's not
But
true. You know what happens when they come to town? The local nigga goes and says, "I'm the hottest nigga in the city," and he do his jokes and he get his, and then that niggas don't just
Nah,
come on.
it be a
Hey,
competition,
hey,
bro. It's
hold
a
on,
but
hold on.
whole
Let him cook.
concept.
Let him cook.
but them niggas not just on Instagram looking for who can I bless. No, nigga, it's called hustle. It's called hustle, and niggas have it or they do not. Hold on,
They
let me respond to Azara when she said she don't
Why
understand
you
why a
yelling?
local artist
Why you
don't
yelling?
want to do
Come on,
because
let's let everybody land, y'all.
a local artist like me is more interested in building the motherfucking stages, right? So we don't have to sit around and wait for somebody like Bowser or whoever else to build a stage for us and to find us and to give us a chance. We trying to build that shit ourselves.
Yeah, but
I
the
That's
agree.
programming
I
shouldn't be
agree.
led by
Hold on, hold
nobody but
on, hold on,
us. That's the whole point.
hold on.
listen. If you
I
say the
agree.
sky is green or red, I'll say cool. So I'm not here to argue with you, right?
Who's
That me.
arguing, Floyd?
I'm just telling you what I'm saying, right? So, because I don't want you to keep cutting me off to prove a point, right? So the reality is we could build our own platforms. These things, clearly, the only reason I gave the 10-year rundown is so we could be clear that this shit was never supposed to spotlight local artists, right? They do the little segment with the band, a couple art. I did this, I broke the whole thing down. They do the band, they do the artists that kind of used to be somebody, whatever, rock, Genuine, Drew Hill, Maya, right? They do some safe shit like that. They do Backyard or whoever, EU, right? And then they do some headline artists. I just told you that. So at the end of the day, if that's their formula and format, this is their platform. And I think it will behoove us who care so passionately about local artists getting a shot to create platforms for local artists to shine, as opposed to waiting for somebody to put local artists on.
I can agree with that.
I agree.
What they still need
All
is
right, let's go to the
And I
next one.
love
We
you,
gonna be here
Azara.
all day.
Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Hello.
All right, let's go to the next one, Fi.
All right, man. Y'all was cooking though. We definitely gotta make sure we let each other speak, man, and not cut each other
Yeah,
off.
because what happens is I get y'all passionate about the topics, but we can't respond like efficiently if we talking over each other. So let somebody say their part, and then somebody else rebuttal when they done. So at least the audience can hear a little better, and they can honestly make a decision based off hearing everybody fully versus y'all cutting each other off, and they getting partial here, partial there, partial here. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to hear
Mhm.
everything everybody got to say in full versus a
Hell
little
yeah, I
bit pieces here and
apologize
there.
if I
Yeah,
did.
me too. For shit show.
Hell
But y'all
yeah.
cooking. Y'all definitely cooking. All right, man. This is a tearjerker, man. A different type of topic tonight. I almost skipped the damn topic. But in Louisiana, a domestic violence situation turned into tragedy. 8 children lost their lives, with 2 adults critically injured. They started with a conflict at home and escalated to something devastating across 2 locations. The shooter ended up fleeing the home and getting killed by the police. 7 of the 8 children was his children. One of the children was a nephew. When y'all hear about something like this, what do y'all think is the real root of the issue? What type of things y'all feel like could prevent these type of domestic situations, and why do these type of things go so far?
I don't know. I'm a father of 5, so like they kill like 7 kids out of like they kill any kid in general is like diabolical. Like we just gonna say that because like nobody kid like it's no mental health. Like I'm not trying to hear that. So I'm just go ahead and leave that at that because yeah, like I said, I got 5 kids, so that's my take.
Yeah, I agree with him as far as like it's no excuse because when domestic violence leads to the death of innocent children, we're not talking about like just anger or we're talking about like control, power, escalation that went unchecked. So children are not often the target. they become the extensions of the control that was lacked. Um, I don't know, like I'm a DV survivor, so abuse is like one of those things that's a sensitive topic to discuss because the experiences that I've had. But I feel like if you can't control you, um, you gotta be able to control like your actions, especially when children are involved because they're innocent. And so the violence really starts at a lethal level, it builds. So the emotional abuse that's inflicted, that turns into physical abuse, that then turns into threats, that then turns into lethal action. There's warnings that leads up to that. So a lot of the times, like I know y'all said, what could we do to avoid it? There's probably families around that probably didn't want to get involved because they probably saw the signs and they just didn't want to, they probably just wanted to mind their business. So I want to say this, if you see somebody who's going through it in a family, try to like not mind your business only because you never know whose life you could be saving in that land.
Right. Oh shit. Nah, I second everything they just said. Y'all parents, I can't imagine. Like when I seen it, it broke my heart on so many levels. Like they say that they was just together, like on some family time that whole weekend and spent Easter together. And he was just out there playing with the kids the day before. And so when I see stuff like that and my friends and loved ones that got kids, that shit break my heart for them. Cause even when y'all talking about it, I can hear the pain in your voice because I know you can relate to it on a different level than I can. And we all love the kids, we love the youngest, but when you have your own and like when you bro say you got 5 kids, I can't even imagine what would take a nigga to a place that he would even consider taking his kid's life. And then shot his baby mother and shot the girl he was dealing with, shot her kid or tried to shoot her kids or some shit like that. Like shot his nephew. So I know 8 kids died, but he shot like 12 people. And I don't know what's going on with the men lately, y'all. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like that Fairfax case with the Virginia DA or whatever he was. I think he was attorney general. Man, killing his wife. They said that this situation we talking about now. I think they was going through a divorce, or she was filing for divorce. They were supposed to go to court yesterday. I don't know if that's what made him lose. I can't even imagine. I can't begin to imagine. That's some shit we could never condone or be okay with. And whatever happened to him, for them to kill him, it might have been better for him to die like that than what would have happened to him if they had locked him up.
First of all, rest in peace to all of those kids, man. I'm a child's advocate. I love kids. Can't be around them too long, man. I got a little tolerance. I like my kids, but kids can be bad as shit. But I want to just say, the imagination of what this father was thinking when he did whatever he did, no one can put themselves in his shoes. I grew up in domestic violence. I seen my mother get whooped for years. You know what I mean? And it was a lot of alcohol involved. It was a lot of dilapidation. Motherfuckers didn't have jobs. People just, in the hood. And, economics is messed up. And I don't think it's given an excuse by identifying mental trauma. And I've been in therapy for the last 3 years, and I can tell you right now who you are right now and who you developed into. It directly comes from your childhood. And I always say, you know, whatever trauma you go through in life, you're either going to be, most likely, you're either going to be an advocate for, or you're going to be the perpetrator. And that perpetrator route, usually it's a building block to this. You know, that guy, he was a young man at one point. He was a baby. He was 5 years old. He's seen certain shit that shaped his view of the world, shaped his view of reality. And it's a lot of unchecked mental things that's in the community. We ride the train. We see these people. You see what I'm saying? I work for Metro and I seen the video firsthand of what happened to the guy that got beat by a fucking pipe. I seen it. I mean, through like from beginning to fucking end. And that man has something in there that wasn't right. So I don't call it an excuse. It is a reason, but that reason has building blocks that blow up and we see the shit in the news and that's why we're talking about it now. But it was definitely signs that people probably ignored and people probably just said, hey, that's just dude. But saying that's just dude resulted in that dude's children being murdered. That's all I got.
Yeah, I just want to say I seen the news clip of that earlier, and that shit's sad for real because they was saying he was in a he went to a mental health or therapy, something along them lines, where he went to go seek um professional help for his mental health because he was going through something. And then when he came back, they said he was doing better, but obviously he wasn't if he chose to do that. But the because everybody made all the points you can make. The only thing I want to say is this
It's
is
on
why you
you,
want to be
cuz.
mindful. You hear me? Y'all
Oh,
hear
he
me?
know.
But the main point that I want to get outside of what everybody else said, because I don't want to repeat the same thing, is you just got to be mindful of how you treat people. And I'm not saying, regardless of what anybody else could have did, that this wouldn't have happened. And I'm not trying to justify it, but I'm just saying, be mindful how you treat people because you never know what could be a triggering moment. Maybe all them kids and the girlfriend and the wife and him not being able to hold up his end of the bargain was too much for him. Who knows what it is? I don't even want to speculate. But regardless, that's a crazy situation. It's sad because now them kids don't get to live out their lives to what they could have potentially been. And now, he's dead, the kids is dead, and the parents, I believe he shot them, but they still living. So they got to deal with that trauma. And, like I said, mental health is real. It doesn't justify this type of action, whether he was drunk or high, regardless of the case, because kids, I'm sure them kids don't got nothing to do with whatever decisions he made. But that's it I want to say, man. Just be mindful of how you treat people. Mental health is real. It's sad, all the lives that was lost. That's really all my take. But like Dutch said, condolences to the families, the people involved. Rest in peace to the kids, and that's my take.
Um, yeah, that I got the same take as everybody else, and Marlon kind of just summed it all up for real. Um, Mental health is definitely a real thing, and people need to be more aware of that and just move accordingly. But those kids definitely didn't have anything to do with his mental health issues. Um, and it's a sad situation because they don't get to live out their lives to see whatever they could have possibly been. But it was a couple people who went prior to me who was kind of, I feel like they were undermining like that mental health is really a real thing and people really are out there Joan lunching. Um, and I just want to highlight the fact that mental health is definitely a real thing, and it needs to be, more awareness brought to it, and different protocols that are put in place for people who we can identify in our community that have mental health issues.
Welcome to the show, brother man. You hip to the topic we discussing? Who focus? Muted you because I can see you driving. All right, maybe you can't hear us.
Who focus? He talking to you, Brody.
Hey, how you doing? I can't hear nobody. I hear you though.
You can't hear nobody?
You hear me?
I can hear you for sure.
I bet. Yeah, so it's your go now. He was asking you, do you know the topic we talking about at hand? Because it's your first time on the show.
It's my second time on the show. What y'all talking about? I just tapped in my
So we talking about the guy that killed the 8 kids in Louisiana, and then he ended up he ended up dying in the shootout with the police, or they shot him. But he's gone now. But we just talking about your take on how you feel about him killing 8 kids, one of them being his nephew, and he shot his wife and his girlfriend on the side.
I never heard that. I never heard that story right there at all. Louisiana.
Yep.
Yeah, I never heard that story at all. I never definitely heard
Hell yeah.
that story at all.
Only thing I want to add to it, is not to just elaborate on what Marcus said. Like, mental health is really a real thing. Like, even though we all deal with things in our own way, and some of us are stronger mentally than others, that doesn't mean that the next person going to deal with however they go through things the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because at times I might see people respond to some way, and I'd be like, "Damn, is that deep?" But you don't know how they perceive or how they handle it. You know what I'm saying? How they intake the same situation. How can I say this? Like, just because you'll deal with something some way, don't mean the next person going to deal with it the same way. So part
Yeah.
of being showing humility is understanding like we all our own individuals. You got to be able to understand that the next person is their own individual. So just because I would look at it like it's not that deep, don't mean it's not that deep to that person, because you don't know what they've dealt with up until that point. So mental health is
Facts.
definitely a real thing, but I'm not saying it justifies the situation, but for sure,
Not gonna
because
lie,
we I don't know how many of y'all live in the city. I'm sure at some point all of us have, but you see it in real time. You get what I'm saying? And one thing I don't like outside of this situation is how we got, peers, people in their late 30s or 40s that, that tell the youngest they should handle situations X, Y, and Z, but then you see them go through a situation they should be, I feel like prepared for. They get emotional, erratic, some don't go their way, they out, they loud, disrespectful, but then they'll tell the youngest they should be X, Y, Z. But look at the example y'all setting. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was a grown man.
Right.
He was in his, I don't know how
I
old he
mean,
was, but
Marlon, I'm buying what you saying, and I'm feeling you. I was
Shed
feeling you
light on
up into
something
that
real quick.
last point, though, bro. Like,
uh-huh.
I get what you saying, but when
So
it comes to that,
I was
like
at
the youngest,
football practice
hold on,
today,
bro. We
right?
can't talk over each other, bro. Hold on. So
on,
look, what I'm saying though is like, Marlon, what you saying about the old heads in the neighborhoods and the youngest, that's facts. But that's a different situation, bro. This nigga clearly had a mental issue, bro. So that's kind of like a little different. But I get what you was
No,
going
I
with it
know
though.
it's different, but I was just using it as like a correlation in a sense. I know it's two different situations, but my point was that we got people like him who are older who handled the situation the way he did, but you got people who would tell these youngers they should go X, Y, Z about a situation. When you got some youngers that'll get, they get triggered and they lash out the same way. They might not kill 8 kids, but they gonna shoot somebody or stab somebody or do something. You know what I mean? So that was my thing. I'm not saying it's the same at all, but you get what I'm
But
saying.
but
Nah,
Marcus,
I don't get what you saying, bro. You
Yeah,
try to launch me, but
Nah,
we'll pick it
I
up
get
one day.
what he's
I'm trying to
saying.
make it make sense. I might be all over the
Nah, I
place. I'm
get what
trying to
he's
make it make
saying.
sense, but
The thing
I'm
is,
Dutch
saying,
explain it. Dutch explain what he's
the
saying.
thing is with that, the old head can say that, but what's the mental state of that old head? Now, look, I look at it like this: a person who's gone through something or addicted to something, I definitely will take advice from that person. Like the wino in the front of the store will probably tell young people, "Hey, don't you drink?" But the young person will probably be like, well, you drinking? How? Who are you to tell me not to? No, but that's the nigga that need to tell you because he been through it, and maybe that old head is going through some shit, and he's telling that youngin'. And the youngin may be going through some mental shit, and the youngin has to get that help. And I think what happens is people take shit as a joke until it's not, man. People be just like I said in my in the joint. People be just writing shit off like, oh, Do y'all know that guy? And I'm sure y'all heard of him, Lil Dudat.
Yeah.
Lil
Yep.
Dudat, they've been exploiting
Floyd,
that
you
little
next.
dude for fucking years, but he clearly has a fucking problem. Now, if Lil Dudat had 4 or 5 kids and he just shot himself, I mean, shot all of his kids, people will blame Lil Dudat, but Lil Dudat been getting exploited online for all these years. Motherfuckers been laughing at him, motherfuckers been filming him. But somebody need to help that little dude, man. And I've been watching him for years and seeing what people do. And that's fucked up, man. But
Hey
when he
Dutch,
does
hold on, not
something,
to move the
when he
goalposts,
does,
bro.
but
You
when
know
he
he's a
does
drug addict
something,
though, right?
I
Nah,
understand.
hold on though.
No,
Y'all know he in rehab though. Out of
he
all
got
that,
a
he been in
mental
rehab for a minute though. Like he don't even be out there no more.
he has a mental condition as well.
Yeah, but he
But
don't
that's
even be in the streets no more. Like he not even out here.
no,
He in
no, no.
rehab.
I
So
get all of that, but what I'm saying is just
This a
the way that
hypothetical he's putting together.
the way that we handled him
Email,
in the
it's not
hood, they miss. No one was trying to get him help. But when Lil Dudat does something like this guy did in Louisiana, it will strictly be no excuses. But it was signs and shit. But we just laughed that shit off, man.
Look, my whole thing is this, right? I mental health is super real. We talk about it all the time, but I'm cautious of niggas who only have mental health when they bitch trying to leave them, or when they bitch fucking somebody else, or
yeah, that's
when they
different
get
mental health right there.
when they get
It's
childish.
That's mental health. That's
building.
Now
not
let him
talked
go. Let
about.
him go, y'all. Let him go,
It's
y'all.
built up, young. It's real built up.
Now you got mental health because she put that child support on your ass. Now you
Nah,
got mental health.
man.
Yeah,
That
look,
shit
mental health super real. Listen, mental health. You see the little documentary Kanye spazzing on Chris like look, mental health real. But some niggas only got mental health when they can't keep the bitch they had, or when something
is
they
before
lost all
that.
their
Or
money.
Floyd, it's
Hold on, no,
yeah,
no,
I
before
was
no.
just about
that.
to say that.
Let me cut
That's
you
the
off.
That
result
last
of the
thing is
shit.
what triggers him, bro.
Take
That's the
turns, y'all.
result
Take
of
turns.
it.
Take turns.
So
No,
look,
I want to rebut. That's the
hold on one
result.
I
second.
want
Let
to
him
but
finish
too.
though, Dutch. Let
I
him finish,
wasn't
Dutch. We
done.
let you finish.
I wasn't done.
My
But
bad.
all I'm saying is, look, I'm definitely not saying mental health not real. I'm dead serious about that. But I'm also against people who weaponize this shit to their defense, right? All of a sudden, whether you white or black, because when a white man goes shoot up a whole bunch of niggas, I don't want them to say mental health, right? So when a nigga kill all his kids, because he about to have to go through child support and divorce, and if I can't have you, nobody gonna have you, all this other shit. I don't want, look, I know niggas who really deal with mental health. I don't want you scapegoating some shit that's real because you couldn't stand up and deal with consequences of your actions. So
Bro,
this nigga, I don't
hey
know.
Floyd, prior to this nigga was already seeking help, bro. They said he was in a
And
rehab for like a year
and that's
before
what I
that, bro.
want to say.
And
Like
look,
that's
and
what
Floyd, look, like you just made it clear, like you don't have no, like you don't have no baby mother, but I'm sure that you dealt with women. I know you dealt with women, and bro, like certain things, bro, it's not because the girl left you that you on some on a mental health trip, bro. Sometimes, bro, that
that
be the final
triggers the
straw,
shit.
bro. That's the
That
triggering. That's the
triggers.
moment that blew you up. Like you've
I
been
get
going
it.
through this shit for so many years, trying to fight for this, and then at some moments, bro, that it be other shit going on top of that. Nigga might have just lost his mother, might
I
have
get
just
it.
lost his dog. Then now the bitch tripping, she doing this. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like it
Look,
could be a lot coming on at one time that'll cause a nigga to
Hey,
explode.
look, that still
no,
don't
look,
mean kill your kid.
1,000%.
Yeah,
No,
facts
no,
though,
no,
facts
no.
though,
We
bro.
not making
I ain't
those
making
Let's
no
excuses.
excuses for that, bro.
No,
I
we
don't
not.
want you to ever think.
I
1,000%,
think
bro.
that's where the conversation will stop and no progress will be made if you say, it's not an excuse. It's not. But at the end of the day, it still has to be talked about, man.
No, for
That's
sure.
facts.
Agreed.
That's facts.
Not
Agreed.
in the way
Bro,
of
bro.
protecting the man or defending the man. The thing is, it's shit that led up to it.
Yes.
It's it's, it's
Some things are literal explanations, cause and effects, not
thank
excuses
you.
though. And I know
Thank
if
you.
whoever's on the other side of certain things gonna be like, man, nigga, but some things literally is,
A
hey,
reason.
this happened and I did it because of this. They don't make it right, but
It's a
that's
reason.
literally why it happened.
It don't make it
But
right, but it's a reason.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all
Yeah,
something.
that's facts.
Young, when I was getting my divorce, I was still in the house, right? And at the end of the day, the thing is, I tried to stay there. I tried to stay there. And it was shit that was going on, young, where I had to remove myself and go live with my brother and while we sold that house, young, because young, I know Floyd what you saying, but young, shit comes up, and women they
They know how
fight
to push
with
them
their
buttons.
tongue. They fight with their tongue, and the woman that knows you in and out, they will go to hell with that shit.
That's
bro.
right.
They will. And
so, but look, Dutch. So, but look, and that's my point though, because all the men on this joint are shaking their head because we agree, because we know how it is to deal with a woman and know how to twist them gears, right? But none of us have killed everybody in the fucking house.
that's because we are not mentally
None of us have mental
stable,
issues, bro. None of us are mental incompetent, bro.
Look.
You can't say that though, Marcus. Marcus, you can't say that. You can't say
I
that. Everybody got some type of mental going on.
The one thing
Facts, but it's levels to that shit though, bro. I mean, I feel like I be lunching all the time, bro. But it's not to that extent though, bro. Everybody has their own extent.
Everything got a level. Everything got a level.
For sure that, bro.
A person is human and they can get to a point, and that's why I decided I had the mental capacity though to be like, okay, I got to remove myself. I love my kids, but I got to remove myself.
So here's
a lot of men with mental illnesses, they don't know the wherewithal to do that.
Y'all saying in a nice way, some niggas just weaker than others.
That's a fact. So
there you go.
So here's my follow-up question. To all the,
I don't think that sums it up though.
I was just about to say that, bro. It's not just weaker than others. It's just niggas really got mental issues, bro.
Mental issues will make your mind weak.
How about we just change the word and then say some niggas stronger than others? How about we just say it that way?
We can say it like that. I don't care how you want to put it.
I don't believe in that. I just feel like
no, I like that.
I think niggas is
we
fighting
can make
different
it
battles,
sound
bro.
good. Don't y'all know?
And just the back five.
Strong.
Hold on, y'all. One at a time, y'all.
Traits, y'all. What we talking about? You ain't just weak and strong. Strong comes with a lot of different things of your back end. For the niggas who have children, we see from the seed to the weed to the plant. We see it literally how a human could be built and how much influence you have on that child can dictate a lot in their life.
That's
so
and the relationships you build with them.
We were back then. Mm-hmm. So even though we grow up and we think, oh man, I had my own mind my whole life. No, the fuck you did not.
Right.
None of us did, bro. No. We are products of our environment.
That's why
some of us got out to smoke and start thinking for ourselves sooner than others.
Yeah,
right. But we all are products of our environment, whether it comes to religion, education, morals, integrity, how you deal with women, how you deal with other males, or how women deal with other women, hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Organization, how you keep after yourself.
How do you protect against? So boom. Your sister, your cousin, your mother, your daughter, whatever, come tell you this nigga she in love with her baby father, who gonna be around forever. Been tripping.
Right.
They done got into it. So she telling you there's domestic violence. How do you protect against that?
We just talked about this last week.
Hey, bro, y'all talking about last week, bro. I realized I had that conversation today. I don't know if y'all know Mo. They just fought on that car, but she literally just posted her baby father tripping out, and he had just knocked her out 2 days ago. I literally had a conversation with a girl about this today. I'll show y'all the screen recording in a second. Damn. But literally, bro, and my advice to her was you gotta get a restraining order from this against her. And hey, on God, bro, I told her she need to get her. I swear to God, that was my exact words to her, bro.
Dutch.
Hey, Marcus.
What was his advice, Dutch?
Hold on.
What was his advice, Dutch?
Marcus. Are you suggesting that someone call the police?
Yeah. I know. I told her get a restraining order. You don't gotta call the police to do that.
You gotta go to a substation or something, bro. You stop playing.
You could go to the court. You could go to the courthouse. No. Hold on. Felicia went to the court. She went to the courthouse to get married.
They are the police too,
bro. The police have to enforce. Who is enforcing the restraining?
Hey, but hold on. But listen though. And look, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Listen. The same, hey Dutch, why you gonna make me the bid? Okay, cool.
I'm just
Bro,
saying you
listen,
did it.
listen,
But
Dutch.
and
You cannot
I
hold,
would
we
be
don't
remiss
hold
if
women
I
to that
don't
standard,
bring
bro.
it up.
We don't hold women to that standard.
But
We
hold
asking what
on,
you
and
hold
that's
to.
the problem with that shit too, because we need to.
Hey,
We
go ahead, bro. No,
because
no, bro.
they
Fuck
get to
no,
call
bro.
me. Hold up, they get to call me a snitch. I'm gonna call your ass a snitch too. God damn it!
I didn't say I was gonna
Because
call
there's
the
a lot
police.
of
I
gangsta
told
ass
her.
bitches. There's a lot of gangsta ass bitches out here, so they get the money. Oh, she get the pass, but you told her to do it.
Hey,
Hold
Yeah, they
on, you
called
Mo.
you a
told
snitch,
her she
Dutch.
need that.
Ooh.
You
You
Oh
missed
told
the
Hey,
her
yeah,
to
last
do
week
it.
it got
You
conversation,
banned. It
Mo.
got
directed
banned
her
for it.
snitching.
hey, Five. If I send you this girl, baby father, could you put it on the jump? Could you show us? Or it don't work like that?
That's
Not
funny.
I
after
want
what
you to
you
really
just
see
said.
how he was lunching, bro. He was tripping, bro.
Yeah.
Not after what you
But
just
I
said,
said
bro.
a nigga shot me and shit, and I said I'm gonna call the fucking
Five, you
police. He's
about to
like,
be
oh nigga, I
accessory,
want
huh?
to do you a snitch. He
Nah,
shot me though, man.
Five trying to duck an indictment.
Nah, y'all funny as shit, Mo.
I really want y'all to see
That's
this shit though,
hilarious,
bro.
man.
I'm gonna sit it. I'm gonna put it in our
No,
Sice Room chat.
If y'all watched
I'm
last
sure he
week
lunched the fuck
episode,
out.
that
I'm
make
sure
more
he
Nah,
sense.
did.
That's why
he,
I'm
nah,
laughing
he
Long
now.
as
went,
I'm just
bro.
fucking with you, I would
Nah,
tell
look,
her the
It,
same
hey,
it,
for
shit.
it correlate for the fans, man. It
I
correlate for
would
the
tell her
fans.
the
Yeah,
same shit.
that shit hilarious
I
though.
had to put a restraining order on the chick. Like back in the day, I did. I fucking did, man. And I'll do it again.
that your ass is crazy,
Fuck
Slim.
that.
Nah, but we were just being with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah,
Nobody
yeah, I
got
know,
no
I
yeah,
know
don't
where we was
nobody got
going. I
no
know.
issues with no woman getting beat on and using the police to defend herself.
Hell yeah, she ain't selling no
Versus
coke.
calling a dad or a brother who would end up killing a nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. That ain't cool. But back to the mental health part of this, young. I really want to really break down, and that's why I was scared to do my video on it because I wanted to talk about the mental health, and I was like, look, fuck that, man, because people are gonna say it's not an excuse. No one is saying it's an excuse. It is fucked up. And that
Right.
man, wherever he's at right now, if you're
He
religious or
gone.
whatever, he's dealing with that. They sorting him out right now.
Right.
Um, but we have to talk about it, and I appreciate everybody for having that conversation.
No, for
Because
sure.
I really feel that people are they they don't get to talk about it without someone saying it's not an excuse. I never said it was an excuse, young, but it is a reason. It's a reason for all this shit. And if we can tackle the reasons, it can probably prevent it from happening in the future.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Destin, there's another thing too. Fab just had me realize this point not too long ago. Bro, everybody got their own demons, bro. And this is spiritual war going on out here, bro. Some of this
It
shit
is.
deeper than us, bro.
It is.
Facts.
Nah, for real, bro. Like when you
Right.
see wild shit like that, bro, it's like he's clearly on the
That's the
other
devil.
side, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Motherfuckers hear
meant to,
voices too. They hear voices.
yeah, yeah, demons. We call it voices. Some people call them voices. Some people call them demons.
Man, what?
Like I told y'all, I seen that video and I ain't even seen the news report. I just seen the real time, well, not real time, but recording of this guy
damn,
beating the
man,
shit
it
out of
keeps
that
logging
young.
out.
He stomped on his fucking head
Okay, thank you.
and
I'm back in the show. Y'all
Damn,
couldn't hear
hello?
me. God
like he
damn. I'm in
stomped
this
and
joint yelling,
he
screaming, and smoke signals. Hello? Y'all can hear me?
We couldn't at first.
God
Yeah, we
damn.
couldn't hear you at
Okay.
first. I ain't hear you either.
Damn.
well,
I'm
you
like,
just came back
hello,
in.
hello. All right, cool. My bad if I'm interrupting, but I just want to get this one point off, please. Because
Uh-huh.
I had to log back in. Okay. Hi, how everybody doing? Domestic violence is it happen for men too. It's plenty of niggas that done got smoked by a crazy ass female that they was
I
dealing
can't
with.
hear nothing, man.
Y'all can hear me or not?
Yeah, we
I
Yeah,
can
can
we
hear
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 you.
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 You
We hear you.
Pablo
choppy,
got a
you
got a
choppy,
Okay,
bad fish too. Go ahead.
cool.
you
I
choppy,
got
bro.
I don't know if y'all heard the story about Tom Anthony, but he was killed by his wife. You know what I'm saying? It's endless like
That's
stories
my
like
full
this.
brother.
And the problem is people think it's a game when the relationships start turning toxic, and like as a friend, you need to let your friend know, hey, leave this bitch ass nigga alone, or leave this crazy ass girl alone. It's nothing cool about toxic love. And I think
Mhm.
that's what became a new trend. So a lot of the times in these relationships, people think, oh, a person might be really on their line because they blowing their phone up, or they outside their house, or they flattening their tire. None of that shit is cool. All that shit is signs to get the fuck away.
Right.
I agree. I want to chime in real quick. My cousin, I ain't gonna say his name, but he'd have been locked up like 4 times in the last 2 years for the same girl. And every time he get out of jail, he go right back to her. So like, I agree with that. And I tell him every time he don't even call me no more because he already know I'm gonna drag on them because why keep putting
Toxic.
your life at risk over a girl because you ain't got nowhere to go.
No,
You'd
it's
have
a
been homeless
drug.
before.
It's a drug that they actually are addicted to, and it's that like it do come with the mental health, but like what Dutch said, 'cause in my merge, I had to realize like, oh no, I'm gonna end up offing you, my people's gonna off you, or something's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna go to jail. Like it's not
At the
gonna
end
be
of the day,
good.
somebody gonna be dead, and it
Yeah,
ain't that.
it's
Yeah,
not gonna be good, and it real
yeah.
life was gonna happen. Like my mother, real life, I was real life in the hospital as a Jane Doe. So at the end of the day, it's certain things that we gotta realize as people. Like it's all on you. All that keep your mind is the strongest thing to control. So if you're not strong enough to walk away, that's just like if a nigga telling you a bitch ass nigga, or you a this and that, and that, and that. And it's another person, and you don't have the mental control to walk away and remove yourself out of the situation. I mean, hey, if you stay in it and whatever happens, happens, that's on you.
Hey, no, for real. The thing is, when you said I was your cousin 22 years ago, bruh, I got my hand slashed to like it's. I still got the scars from the shit from this Jamaican jump, and I was addicted to her. And I kept going back.
She put a poom poom on
Yeah, man,
Dutch.
it's like a motherfucker. She threw a vase at me the first time, and I had to get
Nah,
stitches.
see.
And every 2 months, I was fucking with her for like 2 years, and but every 2 months we break up, get back together. The last time she got my name tatted. She put Dre right there. I'm like, damn, and she knew I always wanted it. That's how they,
And it baited you in, baited
yeah,
you right
bro.
on there.
And that
She just did the
last
same thing to
time
my cousin.
on Christmas Day, Christmas morning, 2007. Y'all,
That's who you heard at.
she threw a fucking glass right there, bruh, and fucked my whole shit up. And that's when I had to do the fucking
My cousin went through the
restraining
same
order.
thing. The girl woke up the next morning and bought him a P5. He like, yeah, cuz I just said fuck it. And I don't care about none of that. Ain't nothing more important than being away from my kids. I don't even try to hear none of that.
I feel like if I would have went back, Shorty would have probably kicked. And I used to go to work with my jaw hurting, like
Agree with that.
she be like punching me in my motherfucking sleep or something, man. She told me she gonna throw acid on a nigga and shit. If I would have went back, bro, I would have been dead. Shorty would have killed me, man. I was in real domestic violence.
I think that's a mental illness.
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
is. It
Dealing with
is.
a wild
Mm-hmm.
ass bitch, right?
Nah, I think that voodoo shit.
Man, that's why I
Yeah,
stay away
I
from that.
don't know, man. Like,
Not
bro, it
knowing
was
how
some
to
energy
detach
going
yourself
on. Yeah,
from
it was some
I
real
somebody
energy
finish it
going
off
energies
so
that
we
you
can
on,
go
know,
to the next one.
and I
that you
just
know that's
kept
not
So you
kicking
healthy.
had
this
somebody
bitch
put
back.
voodoo on you, Slim?
I think she did. It was
Hey,
the love
Dutch.
Well, he
first.
good now. He good now. That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
I'm
Let's go to the
straight
next
now.
one.
That's crazy. That's
Years
crazy.
later.
That's crazy
Years
work.
later. Years later.
That's
I got out of that
What?
shit.
All right, man. Last but not least, y'all,
My
we're gonna do
God.
the DC, man. DC has enforced a citywide blah, blah, blah. DC has now enforced a citywide curfew from 11 to 6 a.m. with restricted curfew zones in areas like Navy Yard, Noma, and Tacoma. This is clearly a response to the rising concerns about the large youth gatherings in certain areas and safety. Do y'all think this curfew is necessary to bring? I think it's an extension. Do y'all think this curfew is necessary to bring control, or y'all feel like it's a temporary fix? Because a lot of people have a lot of issues with it. It's a lot of different swayed opinions about who is responsible for the way the youth is acting, whether it's accountability on them, the government, their parents, the programs, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. So I want to know how y'all feel about this. You waving.
Thank you so much for letting me start this off. The parents is responsible for their kids. Okay, like I got two about to come in here. I told them 12 o'clock, I give you till. They really got till 11:30, but I gave them 30 extra minutes because they asked, could they, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, these not my little babies. They with grandma. These is my teenage little minty kids. And they needed somewhere to stay this week, so I opened my house up. Now, I let them know, y'all will not be coming in past 12 o'clock, okay? I don't know who enforcing what, but that's my rule. And that's what it is. I feel like a lot of the households is too loose and the parents is not controlling their kids at home, so then they outside in the streets, and that's why the city got to keep enforcing curfews. Parents should be allowing their children to be home at the proper time. Like, I don't know what the hell happened to the street lights, because that's what I grew up on. You got to be in by the street lights. They don't have that no more. So again, if parents can just enforce their household so that they can control within what they have, we wouldn't have these issues. Now, I get it. Some parents be working. Okay, figure out what to do with your household because these kids is bad and the city is not turning out good because your kids is going down Navy Yard causing ruckus. It's not always the case, but on the outside looking in, it's like, where's the kids? Where's the parents? I mean.
Um, I want to say like I ain't gonna say it's I mean I guess it's the parents' fault. I mean I was outside as a kid, like you know what I'm saying. I was all through the city, and you know what I'm saying. So like in places I probably wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't my mother's fault, you know what I'm saying. That was on me. My mother did what she was supposed to do, you know what I'm saying. Like just certain stuff, I just wanted to be a kid or be grown, like because I like we said earlier, people that had their own mind at one point in time, you know what I'm saying. We all was doing what everybody else was doing, you know what I'm saying. So like, and the curfew thing, like the curfew should be early because them kids don't need to be down there doing all that. If I go down there with a date or something like that, I ain't trying to be getting into it with no kids or bumping into no kids. They all being all loud. I'm trying to chill and relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we gotta be one as a village. It ain't just on the kids or just the parents. We gotta be a village. It take a village to do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it.
It's on you, Wink.
Damn, I never know. Okay, but I agree a little bit. It's on the parents a little, but it's like just like you said, it be what the kids want to do too. Like my parents was very okay. My dad worked a lot, but my mom ain't really care. I mean, I ain't saying it like that. Shout out to my mother, but she was like, you know what, go out, go have fun, whatever. So it's like it's based on what these kids want to do. Cause I was getting into little shit too. I just wasn't getting caught, and it wasn't half the shit that these kids is doing now. I mean, no gunplay or nothing, but I was doing some shit. So it's just like it's on that, and then also I think we might have talked about this last week or sometime before about like what they have access to and what they're able to see online, and they want to do what they see the adults doing like shit, or just or just being like they just need something. I don't even know what to say. I only want to say they need something to do. I was just at the wharf and it was a group of kids with a speaker like blasting Sexy Red, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like little shit like that. It's like we wasn't doing shit like that. So it's just like I don't know what the real disconnect is. It's a disconnect some motherfucking with, but they need to figure out something besides their little go gatherings and shit. Because what about when they get fucking cold? So that's my take. It's a lot.
I got mixed emotions about this, right? Or mixed opinions, I should say, not emotions. But so for me, um, when I was younger, around the age that these kids is now, my father is real strict, right? Anybody that ever met my father, he real strict. Like he has no cut costs. Like he's by the law. Like he damn near might as well be his own government. But me, my brother, and my sister did have the leeway to be able to go downtown around Gallery Place, go to little clubs for teenagers and like parties and all this down the third. But because I'm gonna speak for me, at least for me, because I understood that okay, if I get in some shit, I'm more worried about dealing with my parents than I am with any of this other shit. I moved a certain type of way. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that these parents justify these kids' actions, but something about whatever they're doing is not like putting down the law of like, if y'all getting some shit, y'all got to deal with us to where they comfortable doing the shit that they do. But at the same token, when I go to, I was just down there with y'all today. The kids that, well, it wasn't really too busy today, so today not a good point. But when I do be down there and there be a lot of kids, like I said before, and I'm not saying all of them are innocent, but they be doing kid shit. They riding their bikes, they with their little lady friends, they chilling. And I speak to them. You know what I'm saying? I walked past a group of kids not too long ago who had their own little black truck looking sweet off the joint. And I said, "What's up, y'all? I needed a lighter for my folks. They let me get the lighter. It was cool. We having a little conversation. It wasn't nothing." So for me, I don't really see what's going on. I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm not justifying whatever they do. But I do feel like a part of it is the parents. I agree and don't agree with the curfew because it's not all the kids, but the kids not holding each other accountable to where they let it be known, like, look, we not on this. Because I'm sure, like a few other people done said, when you outside with your friends as youngins, you don't want to be the one in the group that's saying, look, let's not do this, because you don't want to seem like the oddball. So you almost going to either be with it or you just not going to say nothing when they all doing the little, you know, knucklehead stuff they doing. So I kind of had mixed opinions about it because I know when we was kids, we was outside, stuff gonna happen regardless if kids out there or not. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like to some extent the kids is the scapegoat, even though they are doing the stuff they doing. But I don't know. I feel like the kids should. That's how they're gonna learn. But at the same time, I don't hear nothing about. And I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm just saying because I don't really watch the news or nothing. But I don't hear of nobody dying or anything crazy. But regardless, like I said, it happened when we was kids. Stuff gonna go on. It's gonna go on regardless. So I don't feel like the kids should be at fault for what goes on. It does start. The foundation is at home. But I don't know. From what I see, and like I said, I don't see everything. I don't want to just make it seem like these kids should just be in the house by 10 or whatever the curfew is. I feel like it's the parents. The parents got laid on the foundation. Some kids don't have both parents, you know. So that's my take. I don't want to keep going too long. Who focuses on you?
I mean, I agree with you for sure. I agree with you. It's always a village. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you hear me, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
hear
hear
you. We
you.
just letting you talk. Nobody cutting you off. It's your time to say whatever you need to say. When you done, just say that's my take.
All right. Like at the end of the day, shit, motherfuckers got just play their role. You know what I'm saying? That's my take.
All right, so I back Marlon take, but I'm just gonna add a little bit to it. So I do everything that Marlon did say, but I feel like with the kids, bruh, the kids that are doing shit, they know the shit that they doing they shouldn't be doing. So they already have chose to like go against like law or their parents or whatever you may call it. So enforcing the curfew, that's not gonna really stop the groups of kids that is out here doing shit. It's just gonna it just allows the police to be able to break them up and because they had curfew when I was like 16. Um, when the curfew was out, basically it just allows the police to be able to lock you up. So I feel like it's not gonna really stop nothing that's going on in the city. It will give the police the opportunity to, you know, I mean, get the kids, lock them up, I mean, and start their journey in the system, bro. And that's my take.
All right, I'm about to cook, and I'm glad you left me for a minute. Look, the word choice and kids, I've been hearing and hearing and hearing. They ain't got no fucking choice. Ain't no choice in no fucking kids. I've been raising kids for 20 years, man. And at the end of the fucking day, my kids are gonna do what the fuck I say. It is 100 a million percent the fucking parents' fault. And at the end of the day, they don't have no proper fucking fathering. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, little story, not gonna be long. My daughter, who's now 22 years old, when she was 14 years old, she used to try to do little shit when I went to work overnight. And her mother, she tried to keep it from me, and that's why you don't need these single mothers raising these boys or these girls. The thing is, she tried to keep it away from me for a minute. But as soon as she got tired of it, she hollered at me. And guess what happened? Put that shit in the motherfucking dirt. And she became a whole nother girl. Up until the point where she's at right now. So when you tell me these kids are 13, 14, 15 out and hey, it's just their choice. Fuck that. It's bad parenting, or you don't have a proper father to lay down that fucking law. At the end of the day, man, we gotta stop fucking like just making it seem like these children have a fucking choice. They don't have a fucking choice. You don't have a choice. Now you can either get down or lay down. And if you want to take the route of laying down and doing this and doing that, yeah, we can have that conversation. And on top of that, I think it starts at a foundation. You put that foundational values, you put that foundational morals and consequences on your child, young. The parent, you will see how a parent parents when the parent leaves the room. And I always say it on my motherfucking videos. Yes, I do have a little bias because they're my daughters, but I guarantee these are the best, well-rounded, well-respected young ladies I've ever fucking seen. And it's based off of from foundation, man. They just think this shit. They just think it. It's nothing that I'm teaching them at 12 or 13 or 4. It's from birth, man. They literally tried to say consequences before they knew the definition of consequences before they can say it. And it's cause and effect. And if you put it if you instill this shit in them from the get-go, it will help you in the future. That's my take.
You went right, bro.
Yeah, he went.
Low. Low. I don't think he could
Oh,
hear
they
us.
think again.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, he went though. But yeah, people keep talking about that's the kids' choice. Man, come on. This ain't kids' choice awards. This ain't kids' choice awards. This is parenting, man.
Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on something you said, right? And it's with a question, right? Because I want you to just dig into it. This really for the audience, right? So when you were saying kids don't have a choice, right? Are you saying they shouldn't be allowed to make their own decisions, or in certain situations it's up to the parents regardless?
They're not allowed to make their own decisions. Now, it's a subgenre to that. Like you can choose if you want to wear blue pajamas instead of fucking red. But at the end of the day, man, I think Cam Newton said it. He said, look, if my children had choices, they'd be up all goddamn night eating Skittles and Takis. If my children's had a choice, they not parenting out this joint. They be on fucking Instagram and they be twerking, they be doing all of this shit. At the end of the day, man, you have to be a fucking parent 100% of the time, young. And I swear, my little girls learn about sex at 3, 4 years old. They understand what body parts was at 3, 4 years old. They understand what consequences were, cause and effect. I set them down and I literally went over and over to the point where, let me tell y'all, don't y'all know how you are the way you are because that's how you just grew up and you like, oh, I'm a crazy motherfucker or I'm a loud motherfucker. That's what they are. That is what they are to like morals and moral compasses and shit. Like they don't even think about why they understand consequences. They just understand them, and it has to start early. You can't go to your 11-year-old and start teaching them this shit, because guess what? They had years of doing other shit. When you young, I'm trying to tell you, environment. Trey said it earlier. The environment is just not the community around you, but it's in your house. That's the first environment you're going to fucking have your
Had to go
kids.
let them kids in. They made that curfew. Yeah.
I never had a curfew. I never remember having a curfew. Guess what my mother did? She just allowed me to roam. And I did a lot of shit.
Thank you.
And she
Moving forward.
didn't put certain shit in me. But the thing with my children,
No, you needed a fucking curfew, Dutch. What you
I
talking about?
did. I
No, let him go.
fucking
Let him go. Let
did.
him go. Let him go.
But the thing is, young, they don't, it's not even a thought of
Hang your
going
coat up in
outside
the
and being
closet.
outside at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
What
They
is it
wouldn't
for
even
them to
feel
do?
comfortable if
No,
they're
but Dutch,
outside at 9:30 at night, man.
let me actually add to this, right? Because that's actually a good point, right? So my mother so I'm from Maryland, right?
What happened?
When I moved to the South Side, we was in middle school, right? And that's how I met Low, Mr. Not For Real, when we was going to Hot. When I was living with when I was living with my mother, my 6th, 7th grade year, going to Hot, they was real like, don't be out too late, boom, 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 whatever. My 8th grade year, when I stayed with my grandmother, she did not give a fuck. She's like, nigga, as long as you make it to school the next year, I don't give a fuck what you do. And my grades good, she didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Now it's pros and cons with that. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on each child individually. You get what I'm saying? Me, the foundation was kind of already set, so I kind of already knew. You know what I'm saying? But
What is
it's
it to
not the
do for
same.
kids after a certain time, y'all?
You just want to be outside.
Get
Just
into
go
shit.
outside.
No, it's no,
You
you
know what
just
I'm
need to be
saying?
outside. As an adult, that's why the households is messed up. Like I heard somebody say something about they feed their parents because they wasn't trying to deal with their parents. Yeah, because now look, the system is set up for them to take our children. So y'all gotta think. I don't want to have to enforce the curfew, but I'm going to enforce it before the police enforces it on my kids. So as a mother, I'm going to have some type of structure of a guideline regardless, so that my kids in my household aren't the cause of the ruckus that's going on.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah, but
y'all
even
something.
even with a curfew, that don't mean they won't do what they gonna do
But the thing
in time
is,
to get
bro,
at
and
What you mean?
it shouldn't even be an
The
idea.
So
The
what I'm
curfew
fuck
saying
is the
is,
force enforcement. So a curfew is to enforce. You got to think. We in a whole different era. Technology is way beyond. When we
right.
was younger, we didn't even have no cell phones to call nobody to check in. We just was in when them street lights was on.
That's street lights. It was the street lights. That was our indicator,
The
right?
signal, right?
The thing
Indicator.
is,
Yep, I like that word.
my daughter is 17 years old, and she's in the house right now. She's in the house, like she doesn't think like most 17-year-old girl. Like she's 17, bruh. And the girls that I grew up with that was 17, and I look at her and I'll be like,
Her own breed.
young. I just remember, matter of fact, 15, 16. Remember when AOL came out? I don't know if y'all do, but I was meeting a lot of them joints coming over my house, meeting them at Sulin. At 16, 15,
That you
bruh.
don't know what she doing. Like I'm
No,
not
I
saying it
do.
in that
No, no, no,
sense.
no, 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 no.
No,
I
you
do.
don't always
Nah.
know what your kids are doing. Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, she's doing anything above and beyond, but we as parents, we don't know.
As
Like
far as
these
the
kids that
as
I got
far as
right
what
now,
we're talking about tonight,
their parents
hold
know
up,
that they're
hold up.
safe,
Yeah, she probably
but
look, she has a boyfriend. They're probably talking about sex and all this shit,
yeah,
but she ain't having sex. I know that. Now,
okay, that's good.
the thing is, yes, interconnected shit I don't know about, but what I do know about is where my kids on
Oh, all right.
at
So
every
he's not unaware. All right, bet.
at every
Right.
second of the day. I know exactly where they're at, and I know exactly how they are thinking. You see what I'm saying? And I never
we have to keep some type of
check it.
not knowing so we could keep sniffing around, brother.
I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent that rules with fear. My kids don't.
Oh, y'all
fear
got y'all
me.
kids' location?
No, yes, hell yeah.
Mine ain't old enough to have.
I do.
I don't rule with fear because I think that right there will push them to what you're talking about. I rule with communication. My kids, they don't want to disappoint me. Like the
It's about
disappointment.
authority. That's what it's
No, it's
about.
not
You
even
don't
about.
but
gotta
it's
be.
different
I
ways
get what
to.
you're saying, but it's not
There's
about
definitely different
authority.
ways.
But it's all no, it's also about what he's alluding to too, though. I think they both work hand in
about
hand.
you establish the authority with the foundation. That's there. I never had to say because I'm your daddy. I never had to say that throughout all their years. The thing is, they just have this understanding of I don't want to disappoint him because that will feel like that's the fear of disappointing me. And I see it in their face every time they do disappoint me. I mean, the shit is just written all over their face.
Yeah.
And that's how my kids done came to me with shit that I will never come to my mother with. I will never.
But that's because you're opening the communication ways.
Yeah.
So that's the
I
thing.
feel like
A lot of the times these teenagers, they don't have safe spaces at
That's what I
home.
was
That's
saying.
how I became a
They don't have a
mentor.
That's
detriment.
true.
Like
That is true. That is true.
They don't have
and
safe
nobody wants to
spaces.
disappoint. Nobody wants to disappoint their parents. So
Nah,
either way, whether like you
they
don't
try
want to
to be
disappoint
slick
your
with it.
parents,
That's
so
why they hide
your
it.
face is going your face is going to look crazy anyway because
It's hard
who
to
wants
tell
to
your parents you out
disappoint
here
their parents?
Nah, it's a difference.
You said
It's a
it's hard to do
difference.
what, Trey?
It's a difference because if they fear me,
I can't hear
that'll be
you.
a different look. I seen kids who are scared of their parents, right?
Hey, Dutch, you
And
know what's crazy though, bro?
go ahead.
I had a psychology teacher, right, when I was in high school, right? She had her master's in psychology, right? And how you're explaining what you're saying was her philosophy, and she had all boys, and that was her thing. She didn't scream
I
at them.
wish I had a boy. I wish I had a
She
boy.
didn't look. She didn't scream at them. She said she didn't whoop them. She didn't do
Never
all of
had
what the
to.
norm is for us as disciplining our kids. But their thing was they didn't want to let her down because they knew the standard she set and how she presented herself. You know what I'm saying? And that was I'm not saying everybody's like that.
But
It's
Marlon,
different strokes for different folks.
foundational.
But that's
And
what came
I
to my mind
wasn't
when I hear him
taught
talk.
this. I wasn't taught this shit. It was like, don't you know how people say, well, I never got it growing up, so I don't know how to do it.
Right.
Matter of fact, just do the exact opposite of what you didn't get.
No,
like,
we never got what?
Everybody don't have that though. Everybody don't have that.
that's what I realized.
That don't make sense.
This
How
the
could
last
you do
thing
the
I'm gonna say.
opposite of something
How
you
many of
didn't get in the
y'all?
first place?
Okay, all right,
saying
Trey.
like
Let me
Nah,
answer
I
that
get what you're
question. Let me
saying,
answer
but
that
everybody
question.
don't have
Let
that
me answer
mental
that question,
capacity.
Trey. Let me
You don't
answer
want
that
to put that
question.
shit on your kids.
Y'all
That
confused
If
as
I
shit.
got my ass whooped with no explanation every
Right.
fucking week, right?
Right.
Just not whoop my kid's ass without an explanation. That's
Right. I'm
all
with
it
you,
is.
Dutch. I hear you, Dutch.
That's all
Do
it is.
anybody on here whoop their
The
kids?
example is in the statement.
Do
I've
anybody
whooped
on here
my
Yes,
daughter
whoop?
before.
I
Raise
will
your
whip
hand if you
my
whoop
ass.
your
Well, I
kids.
will whip my kid's ass if it's necessary. Yes.
I just
When are we whooping our kids with no
But
explanation?
the thing is, like, I got a
That
slew
cat
of
gonna get
videos
that
where
dog gonna get that.
people
said what happened?
saying, well, this wrong, this wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't whoop my kids. Now I tried to whoop my
My
daughter
son
Duchess
14 and
one
I'm
time.
whooping ass. I ain't even
But
gonna
the
hold
thing
you.
is, I don't necessarily disagree
My
with
son
it.
will not be a
But I
victim of the
do
streets.
disagree with it when you don't give them the why and the guidance afterwards.
Right. So they don't make the same mistake
But
versus
who
Exactly.
just
does
whooping them.
that?
A lot
No,
of people do.
parents do that though,
Listen
man.
though, but listen though,
I'm trying to
listen.
think
Our
It'll be
about
parents did
abuse
listen.
at
A lot
this
of people
point if you
parents
just
did that.
whooping them
A
and
lot of
go.
our peers, a lot of our peers parents did that when we was coming up, and people still made the decisions that they wanted to make. So you gonna do what
You
you want
have
regardless, whether you don't want to let your parent down, but you still gonna do something crazy.
I
yes,
ain't gonna
they're
lie, but
gonna
some of the wildest
they
niggas
gonna
I know,
look.
bro, just off the streets, they was either had single mothers who babied them and
Mhm.
justified all the shit they made, or their father was kind of like inconsistent. I have yet to have a friend, like I'm talking about somebody I could touch, talk to, call, text, who father was on their ass, like how you saying you are with your kids, that was on a bunch of bullshit. I'm not saying it was perfect, but was just on a bunch of bullshit consistently. I'm not saying it
The
don't
student
happen.
kids is wilding out, bruh.
Huh?
The Suitland kids is wilding out. My son in here telling me some wild ass shit about a Suitland,
Cause they ain't
somebody
got
thought
no
they was about to
goddamn
rob my
daddy.
son.
They ain't got no daddy.
I'm trying to tell y'all, this shit is real. This ain't no joke.
What?
Nah,
For his
I
fucking
think
coat and scooter?
Niggas think
yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Sam, my
playing right.
He
somebody
from
tried to listen.
he
They robbed my son
At this
for his
Oh,
point,
ski
the
mask
story
and
don't
dude.
his
matter. They
scooter,
could
and
have
I made
been
their
What?
Bro,
ass
lying
I've
move.
now
been there
too.
my
Like,
whole
now
it's
he
life.
not a
telling me the
joke.
story, bro. I'm like, what's wrong with your arm, son? I'm like, you getting into he getting to telling me to hold up. So
Yeah,
I'm
tell him
like, where
tell a
you
story.
at? Where
Tell
you
him
was
tell a story,
at? He
Z.
like,
Yeah,
I'm on the
yeah.
way
Tell him
home.
what
He
happened.
said he in Suitland.
Let him tell what
Tell him
happened.
tell a story on the jump real quick.
Come on, you wanna tell the story? He don't wanna take y'all know they don't we
All right,
live.
tell
They
him
don't
tell
wanna do
you.
that.
Take
Tell him
tell
tell
off
you.
the camera. Take him off the camera.
All right, come sit
Yeah,
next to
turn the
me and
camera off.
tell
Turn
the
the camera
story.
off.
Okay. First, this is the Sice Room.
What's up with y'all? I'm in the cypher.
What's up, Brody?
He said,
So,
hello, young man.
alright, so
Young man,
I was
young
just at
man.
the park with my friends. I was about to go home. So I'm going home. So going home, I go through this cut. So I'm walking through the gate and I'm on a scooter and I see someone at the bottom of the hill. All I see is him look at me and I'm like, oh yeah, that's him right there. I'm like, oh, so I already know it's about to be something. So I'm about to just try to go home. So on the way home, I see him following me in the car. So I'm just looking
mm,
back until the cut comes up. So the cut come up, but it's a water right there. So I try to just slow down enough where I don't have to fully stop. I can just turn on and go down that road. But it didn't go like that. It was slippery and I fell. So I fell, but I already seen him like before they even stopped. They just had their door open. So now I just get up real quick before he could just stand over me and stuff. I get up real quick. I see him run over to me. He put the knife to my neck or whatever.
damn.
Sounding sweet. And he was like, take off the coat and give me the scooter. He's like, take off the coat, take off the coat. And so I move his hand out of the way. That's when he tried to touch my pockets. And I moved his hand again. So I guess that made him mad. He just threw the knife down and he reached in his dip for his gun. So when he did that, I just hit him in the shit. And then I just grabbed my scooter and I ran with the scooter and hopped back on the scooter. That's when he was just yelling like, yeah, we're about to go over there. We're about to go over there. You go in the house, go in the house. We're about to do this and that. And that
Damn.
was the end of it.
Now,
Where your
mind
coat?
y'all, this not my, I don't have no sons. This my adopted son. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta have a safe space for kids who parents is not in their life. Father gone, no longer here. You know what I'm saying? Mother been didn't want to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Because of her own issues mentally. You understand?
Hey Z,
So
I want to say something real quick.
I'm just giving y'all the
Get
backstory.
Where's his coat? Did he get his coat?
get that boy in some type of literature class because he knows how to tell a fucking story.
Hmm.
Yeah, nah,
He
he
real
did.
smart.
He did paint the picture real
He
good.
painted. I was like
He
in
real
there.
smart. What?
He's a good storyteller right
Lil
there.
X, he's about to be the next firefighter, man. Stay tuned.
I was a firefighter, people. I was fighting those fires. I
Stay tuned.
was.
But hey, Suitland, y'all gotta chill out, man. Cause
Damn,
yeah,
that shit happened to him tonight.
just now.
Damn, son. And
Then I
he-
just tell y'all I got a curfew set, and then look at what happens.
damn, bro.
So it really need to be 10 o'clock.
But
Damn.
this was way over. This happened at like, this happened like,
This happened in the daytime.
What happened today?
it was
Like,
like probably like
hey,
7 o'clock, 6:30.
hey,
6:30.
Oh
That
nah.
you got to take that clip and put it on Instagram. You got to clip that up, man, because it's a lot of shit that's going on out there.
With his permission. Cause
With his permission, because
but
that's some
nah,
real
I'm
shit.
trying to tell y'all that I really do this. So all that, like one thing, it take one, each one take one. My grandmother, I couldn't come home and Miss Rose and everybody else gonna let grandma know I done kissed the boy down at the park. So it's gonna get known, like, oh, she outside, this is it, little stuff. Like, I don't know why we not telling our friends parents or whatever, hey, your kid is out doing this and that. Cause let me find
Yeah, you
out
do
who's
need that
trying to
bill.
rob somebody else's child. Like, let me see a nigga trying to rob. Oh, and thinking he's sweet. I'm a dog. What?
I think that
What?
is what we missing today because back in the day, I knew if I was on one block I knew a couple of people there, and I ain't want Miss Smith to see me doing shit,
Yes.
and we don't got that today, huh?
The kids know they better. I better not see them doing nothing. I'm taking kid. I just took a kid home. Me and my best friend, Nene, we took a little boy home. He was out here lost. We could tell he was, flustered. He lost his cell phone, but it's way past the time that any little kid need to be outside. Like it's like 11 o'clock, and he was young. But come to find out, he didn't even want to go home. He like, I don't want to go in there with them. They this is and that. Like it's a lot of kids. Y'all will be surprised. I got another one right here that don't want to go home and deal with
No
their
funny, no
parents.
funny though. What I found out though, a lot of them kids just don't want to listen to their parents, so they feel like
No,
they just want to leave. Or they
no.
like,
I got another one right
no, I'm
here
not. No,
that could
I'm
tell her
not saying
story
the
if she
kid. I'm
wants
not
to.
saying that
He
the
right
kids
on
that you
that too.
have.
He
I'm not saying the
Dr.
Yeah,
kids that you
Desire,
have are like that. But a
both
lot of
both
them
a
kids
lot of them.
just want to be
Hmm.
disobedient and don't want to do what they want to do because they feel like they 17 and they
That's
feel
fair
like they
enough.
grown. So they going to use that as an escape route. We're
Yep.
not trying to hear that.
And they
Because
Yeah.
pick
as
that
a
shit
real
up.
parent, you gonna come to me and I'm a real parent. I'm gonna send your ass right back to your parent. Yeah, get
Yeah.
your ass in the house. I'm not trying to hear that.
But once I got to the house and seen the drunk mother, it made sense. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of parents that's on substance abuse that's like really not caring about their households because they trying to get high or get drunk.
Mm.
Yeah. And then like that, like we were saying earlier, like a lot of parents don't pay attention because they always at the club. You don't know if you
They
how,
always outside.
listen, how do you know how's your curfew for your kid 10 o'clock and you already around somebody's neighborhood at 9:30 getting drunk, shaking ass pre-gaming before the club. You don't
A
get in the
lot of
house
a
till
lot
four in
of
the
these
morning. You
parents
don't
nowadays, as long as they kids quiet, they don't care what they doing.
listen that too, but listen,
Man,
if
I
you're not getting
said,
home till four, listen, if you done left the club and went to after hours and after hours don't end until 7 in the morning, your kid, I'm pretty sure your kid is home by now.
Do y'all think the
Hmm.
curfew is gonna help y'all or hurt y'all?
Talking now. I'm saying
No, she
curfew ain't
asking the
going.
kids. She asking the
I thought
kids.
she was talking to me. I was,
She
a
said
curfew would
she
definitely.
said she go in the house early anyway. She's 16.
I fuck with
but
that. That shit.
me personally, I feel like kids shouldn't be outside after a certain age anyway, especially if you ain't on no work
Anyway,
permit. If you don't got a work
But that's
permit, what
what
is
I'm
you outside late
saying.
at night
Like
for?
that's
the
what I'm.
thing
Ain't
about
nothing
this.
open for kids. So where are they
But the
going?
thing, but that's the thing that I'm saying though. Like this is it's a two-way street with this topic because you got the kids like her who know that and they understand that, and she's like, I ain't doing nothing
Nah,
anyway. Let me go in the house.
it's
But then you
it's
got kids on the
agreed.
other end who know and understand that, but they still just want to be outside.
Nah, I
But
agree with that
hey,
Well,
Marlon,
because in
well,
Marlon,
since y'all
2009,
say the kids not doing nothing, I do want to say that my extra bonus daughter did start her pie business today, and
yeah,
she is
congratulations,
raising
congratulations.
money to do culinary. Y'all heard you heard that? They say
Nah, that's what's
congrats.
up.
congratulations.
No,
Say
but
hi.
like to the
Hi.
thing about being
Hey,
outside,
Marlon,
like I used to be outside when we were in go-go days, 2009, 2010. Everybody had was in a group. We was in the CFE de La Pearl all night, so and we was kids. So
Are you
Hey,
hey, Marlon,
exactly.
hey, Marlon,
like
hey,
she just
Yeah,
Marlon.
said
I used to.
I wanted to ask you a question based on your question because I answered it. What do
Uh huh.
you think about my answer of saying, with the exceptions of certain things, do kids have a choice?
So no,
no.
I love your answer because I agree.
You
That's why I
fucking
was
choice.
laughing when you said
No
if you want
choice
to
here.
choose red or blue pajamas because I agree. With like with my daughter, when it comes like if
Okay,
I take her
yeah,
to the
that's a
mall,
yeah.
when we go to the mall, if she want to choose like what she want to wear, like certain shoes and clothes, she can pick that out. I'm with that. But when it comes to eating, if she says she want candy at 8 o'clock in the morning, no, we're not doing that. If she want to be on the tablet all night, we're not doing that. Like
You
certain
ain't doing
things, nah, we're not doing that. But it's certain things I'll give her leeway with, like this is an innocent choice, and
it.
I want you
Right.
to be comfortable with making your own decisions. But I'm still going to have my insight so you know whether because it might be times I ask her something and I leave her up to make a decision, but then I still be like, nah, we're not doing that because I gave you a chance and you made the wrong decision.
I'm
Yep.
so
You get what I'm
Yep.
glad you got
saying?
phones.
Yep.
quick
So I'm with
question,
that.
quick question, Dutch. Are you still are you telling your daughter like what to wear? Like, are you picking her clothes out now? Still to this day?
As long as it's presentable. You
No, I'm
can
Yeah,
not.
wear
no
No,
lie.
no, no, no. Listen, no,
okay.
no. What I'm asking is, are you picking the clothes out? Not is what she
No,
putting on and she
no,
comes. No,
no,
you picking
no.
the clothes out. That's what I'm saying.
She get my I got a emo goth. I mean, she don't like call it goth. It's something I don't know what the fuck it is, but
She
in
expressing
my day,
herself through
look,
like
She's
she got
look,
different.
like a
We
rock
listen.
star
She's
look,
type
different.
yeah,
style.
She's
it's in
different. Let
my
her be
day
She
it
different.
got
was
her own
called
Who is
swag.
golf.
Jane Doe? You gotta cut the lights
Look,
on or something.
if in my day it was golf,
You ain't doing
but
that.
You ain't
I
doing that.
accidentally called it emo, and she said, "Nah, I ain't that." And
Probably went the fuck
Yeah.
off on Dutch.
she took offense to that, so I was like, it's
Yeah.
Duchess.
Yeah, watch
It
what
is
you say
Duchess.
around that
Like,
motherfucker.
but
So what she be wearing like all black?
yeah, she's black with the young. She got the nose ring,
Oh, my
the
little sister got that.
Well,
the
on my
snake bite
soul
joints.
though,
I
young.
let them look. I let them express themselves, but when it comes to inappropriate shit, that's when I stop it.
Right.
Now
I get
Okay, so
No,
that.
you
so I
let them
only
be
asked that question.
my
self-expressive.
12-year-old, she's in her baddie stage. Like she likes the
Mm.
nails, she likes the
Sales?
all of this, and but not those Jones. She
You're right,
likes
right, right.
But
the
I know
kid Jones.
I got three.
I'm
I got three
so
Um,
daughters.
glad
I
we're
know what you
talking
mean.
about this, guys, because
This I love this topic.
I just was talking to people
Hey,
earlier
five.
because I get attacked by the women that wear
Wake up,
makeup,
fast.
right? So
We got
as
two more, right?
fathers, like y'all are all fathers, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Everybody on here is a dad.
Yep.
Do y'all all have daughters?
I
I
got
got
three.
all daughters.
I
Three.
got
Okay.
three girls and two boys.
What
So how
damn
do y'all feel about makeup and daughters?
the thing is it's a limitation. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm not versed in that shit. That's why they have their stepmother who I'm with now and um their mother. The thing is, those two people are the lower level of makeup anyway. You know what I mean? The
So they
thing is,
natural or makeup worse or they in between?
well, my ex-wife, she don't wear makeup at all.
Okay, so she like me.
Now, my new woman, she wears makeup on occasions, but it's not that beat shit. You know what I
It's a little
mean?
touch up, but
Okay.
not too
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. You still see her. The thing
Okay.
Yeah,
is,
Right.
like
and they have those influences. My 17-year-old, she loves her hair. We always encouraged her to love her black hair. My
But do
Mm-hmm.
you allow her to
Same
wear weave?
here.
no,
Same
no,
here.
I
I
that's
don't
it.
either. I don't
The
either.
thing is, that's my only exception.
Marlon, you
No
don't
one
count
wears
Marlon
it.
because your
Now
daughter young.
my younger one may want to do it. I
Right.
already told her it's not gonna happen. You do
So
it when
no
you
weave,
no
makeup is
weave.
okay.
Makeup is okay. Beautifying yourself is okay. I call it beautifying. But my youngest, she's 12. She's the polar opposite of the 12-year-old. And the oldest, she's a little bit mixture. You see what I'm saying? So with my youngest, I know which she's going towards. She's going towards the pretty, beautiful, the girly girl. You see what I mean?
Right.
But I still
So
it's
this
still
my point, right?
limitations to that.
Nah, this the point that I want the fathers to understand as a mother who's natural and knows that big beauty and big farmer are neck and neck, right? Okay, cool. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, if you're enforcing on your child, your daughter, and letting her know that her natural state is who she is,
That's first.
because that's what has to be understood
That's
first.
first.
Because a lot of the times, these little girls, they feel like they
They
filtering
see all this
themselves.
online shit.
Well, they're filtering themselves. So you're not genuinely authentically being yourself. You're filtering yourself to be accepted by society. I'll give you an
Right.
example. I was working at Society Lounge, my family restaurant, and one of the girls was like, you'll get more tips if you wear makeup.
Mm.
And I was like, what? Like, girl, I'm cute. On my worst day, I'm pulling them. You understand? So, what makes you feel like, but at that time, I was young. I was 19. So, I'm thinking, okay, well, let me go in here with makeup. But looking back, I saw myself trying to alter because of an environment and because of other people's opinion. So I really think that people should take heed to understanding that our children have minds that can be easily influenced. So if our little girls think that it's okay to wear makeup and these beauty products are terrible for them and is attacking their
Right.
health, we gotta pick
Right.
and choose which side we gonna be on. Because daughter right here, she like, I'm not worrying about. I noticed she don't got her lashes, her popping lashes on no more. I'm like, well, what happened? She like, she want to give them a break because they was messing up her actual lashes.
Mm.
Right.
You see
And
what I'm
I
saying?
think
So
I
I
think
think that's the like we gotta stop trying to make it seem like it's cool. Like, yeah, that's cool, but let's be real. It's not healthy. That's the first thing, right?
Right.
And then also it make them growner than what it is. So as a
yes,
as a
Right.
yes,
mother,
yes.
as a mother, I'm not allowing my daughters to wear nothing that is altering who they are, especially
Right.
if it's gonna make you look older than who you are.
I think
Right.
that goes to that
Man, agreed.
foundation, that
Agreed.
foundational building that you do when they're young. Me and my
Right.
ex-wife made sure that we instilled black pride in these girls on
Mm-hmm.
their hair, their nose, their lips, everything, man. And like right now, my daughter, she just cut her dreads. She just cut her locks, right?
Mhm,
And she liked them, but she wanted to do other things with her hair though.
mhm,
And it
Right.
was always instilled. Like my 17-year-old, like you see pictures of she got the blowout. She's experimenting with her hair. And
mhm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
the foundation that I think every black parent should put into their children to where
Yep.
they just modify their natural self instead of adding all that bullshit.
Yeah,
So let
for
me
sure.
add to that. Let me add to that. Let me add to that.
Yeah, I
And
want
that's
to hear
kind
Marlon
of
because he got
the
a daughter
that's
too.
that's the thing with I agree with what y'all said both, right? So when my daughter, when she was born, I made it a thing before she even came out the womb. It might have been when she first came out the womb. She not doing no heat on her head. She not doing no perms. She not doing
Yep,
no tracks. She not doing none of that extra stuff.
yep,
However her hair is meant to be, that's how it's gonna be, and it's just gonna get well taken care of in the meantime, so it
yep.
can be at its best. And to this day, she hasn't had any tracks. She hasn't had any perms. She doesn't do any heat. And even with like lip gloss and stuff like that, she might want to put some of that on, just playing around. She think it's cute, and I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not putting it
Yeah,
on no thinking she grown. She just think it's
yeah.
cute. She a girl. She has the right to. But as far as like the patting on the face and all that, nah. And it's not me trying to be King Dingaling or Big Dog or nothing, but I just know, like Azara said, it's not good for you health wise, and you have beautiful skin. So if you don't feel like your skin is good
Yeah.
enough, like J. Cole said in the song, why you gotta touch for God already put his paintbrush on? You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's
Exactly.
no need
Man.
to.
My daughter,
You know what
listen,
I'm
my
saying?
daughter only
So
like
I'm
her
big
makeup
on
when
that.
she doing dance, like her, cause my daughter dance, she dance and shit. So she only like makeup when it's time for them performances and shit. Other than that, she ain't even trying to wear that shit.
Mm.
I think
That's
this
fair
is a
now.
good conversation, though.
But do you
I
think
love this
that's
conversation.
appropriate? Do you think that's appropriate though? Cause I like
Well,
my daughters don't want to dance because they don't want to do all that.
I mean,
What?
I think
I'm
it's
not gonna say
exceptions to certain
it's
things.
I mean,
What do dance and
it's
makeup? How do that go together?
It's a
it's the
performance.
It's a
look,
good
it's the
question. It's
look,
a good question.
It's a
it's the look.
performance
I mean,
and it's a show.
that's not
But I
but
think
no
it's
funny. That's not an
levels to
answer that
that.
no one right here
I
can
think
give you
it's
because
levels to that
that's
as
how it
well.
always been. Like that's like saying when somebody
So
goes to
basically, no
no
parents
no
have
no
said,
hold on
"Hey,
listen no hold on
Let
listen.
them cook. Let them cook.
That's like saying that's like saying Mike Epps when he go perform, he don't gotta shape up, you know what I'm saying? He ain't done up like you know what I'm saying, like you gotta if you're coming to perform, you dress to impress. That's what
no, I don't understand what you're saying,
that's like
brother."
saying a clown, that's like saying a clown gonna come to the performance without his clown suit.
So the
It's a part
kids
of the
are
it's a
clowns.
No, no.
part
So
no,
what?
it's a part of their
Hold on. Let
attire,
me
it's a
let
part of
me let me
the
let me let me
Where's the
mediate this.
correlation of dance
No,
and
no, no. Let me
makeup
mediate
coming
this. I got you.
together?
I got you. So what he's saying is that's kind of like the protocol, and what you're saying is it necessary? Because I feel where you coming from. You're saying,
I get what
okay,
she's
well,
saying,
what
but
is it? Yeah,
it's the
is
way of
it
the world.
possible for you to just be like, I don't want my daughter to wear this makeup and she can still perform? That's what she's saying. Can she still
Right.
go
No,
out
I get what
naturally?
she's saying. I get what she's saying. No, I get what she's
So
saying.
and then we have to think, right? So is the little girl that doesn't want to wear makeup or the little girl's family that doesn't wear makeup, is she
Is she
not
frowned
allowed to
upon?
perform? Is she
Right.
frowned upon?
That's something you gotta ask the coach. Cause
No,
I
I'm
don't
I'm
Yeah.
know.
I'm I'm just not gonna put my door because see, this is the thing, right? we got to pay attention to the communities that we're allowing the space, because now you're saying at this moment that your daughter is wearing makeup to go dance, right? And she takes it off and then she doesn't wear it repeatedly after that. But how is this affecting her conscious
Because my daughter
confidence?
knows it's just a costume. When you
And
go,
that's
that's like
And that's what I'm about to
Michael
say.
Blackson. When Michael
it's a
Blackson
Yeah.
costume.
Go do stand up, he
If
don't.
your
That's a
daughter
fake voice.
Z,
It's a
if
part
your
of the
daughter,
costume.
if your daughter was an actress, right, and she was 12
I get that.
and she's getting in movies and shit. Say the Walking Dead called her, right? She got to put on this shit, right? Now, if she say, "Mom, I don't want to put on that shit," you're gonna be like, "Whoa, shorty, this a check," and you got to do it. Now it's a level to it to where, okay, you want
She
my
don't gotta have her
daughter,
face beat the fuck up.
yeah,
Now a little
you
eyeliner
don't
and cool. That's it.
like if it's a zombie thing, cool. But if they want her to be a sexy zombie, oh nah, we ain't
Yeah,
doing
not at
that.
all.
You
Not at
see what
all.
I'm saying? And I think with
I think
Nah, for
dads
real
are a
is
little too
talking about,
lenient
I
towards the
think what
idea
he's
of
talking
makeup,
about is
and so are other
it's not
mothers.
a grown look. Like it's just a
But
costume.
one thing too, I want to add though is the key point that he said was, because that's kind of like to answer your question. Her wearing that makeup lets her know that this is something she want to do on the regular. Because
Right.
if that was something she continued to do outside of the performance, then that lets you know what's running in it has an effect on her. So her wearing it there and being able to say she don't want to wear it outside of the
Yeah, because it's not
performance
like
is
she
clear.
mad that she can't wear it
I
outside.
think that's
She
a
doesn't
good
want to
point.
wear it. That's her choice to
Right,
That's a
not wear it
great
right,
point.
outside.
right,
That's a
right.
great point.
So
She
I'm
that's
just
what it
understands.
trying
does
to
for
I'm
She
her.
just trying
understands
to
how to
understand
differentiate
the
the
psychological
performance
impact
to
that
real life.
makeup is having, because okay, let's do this. Dancing and makeup don't correlate. So
It does.
you don't have to
It
put
does
makeup
though.
on to be a
It
It
does
dancer.
though.
does.
What
No, it
dancer do you know?
doesn't.
Go
Because
go
let
It
pull
me
up a
tell
should
you
have
YouTube
this.
time
video.
to.
Hold
You
on
gotta
one second.
understand the
One
whole the
second.
overall
Ballet
performance.
dancers, you can't wear
We're
none
not
of
talking
that
about
shit.
ballet though. We're not talking about
I'm
ballet.
not
Come on,
No,
talking
let's
about
be
you
real.
can't
ballet.
Let's
say
be
we're
real.
not
Come on,
talking
let's be
about
real.
ballet.
You brought
So
up
I
a
don't
now,
know
ballet.
if
Let's be
that's true.
real. Let's be
You brought up
real.
a
I'm
Like let's be
sorry.
ballet.
real. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be real. We're talking about
I don't
little
ba-
girls
All right.
that real life do
ballet don't
dancing,
wear
not ballet
Nah, for
dance.
real. Nah,
that's
for
We're
real.
talking
crazy.
Nah,
about
for
real
real.
dance,
What
like
type?
flipping and
What?
all. Like, come on,
Okay.
like out there
Let's
jumping and
let's
Yeah.
hurdles
So
and all
only
that.
hit it.
those type of
Hold up. Nah,
dancers
for
wear
real. Nah,
that.
for real. What type of dancing does your daughter do?
She do what is it? What is it? That like you know how like they got the dancing dolls and the little dancing divas and all that.
There you
That's
go.
it comes with it. It's no excuse.
It's the
It
Right,
comes with it.
right.
aesthetic.
It's no
It
excuse.
is the aesthetic.
Dancing.
But I
It's
think
no
with
excuse.
him,
It's
I
the
think in the
aesthetic.
situation, but this goes back to what I
Why
was
would you
saying
ever
earlier.
say
Is for
ballerinas
me.
don't wear makeup? That's crazy.
But they
They
So
do.
I didn't know that.
don't.
I don't know.
Little
I
girl
don't
Yes,
know.
they
I don't know.
ballerinas.
do.
But look,
They
Yes,
but
they
look,
do.
but look,
do.
They
What?
do
No,
wear
they
makeup.
don't. Five.
but look.
Bro,
They
This
I
goes
told her to go
back
look
I
up
to
a
will
video.
put the house on it.
they
What are you
hold
talking
up.
about?
but
Let's
listen,
chat
listen though.
GPT
Google
this.
it.
They
You
beat
chat
they beat the
GPT. Google it.
ballerinas' faces.
It comes with the pro. It's a part of the program.
You won't believe
But what I'm
me.
saying is
Believe
this though,
Google or
right? This
something.
is what I was saying
Believe
earlier
chat.
about each
Believe
individual
whoever.
situation, right? And in his situation, being that he's a present
Destiny's
father, he's
cheerleaders.
active, and his daughter was raised a certain way. In that situation, she's confident enough to know, okay, this makeup is for this performance. Outside of this, I don't need this. Versus you got some kids
Fact
who might
check.
have their parents who encourage that behavior to where they feel like outside of that they need it.
What
Can we
chat
And
say?
fact?
them doing that
I
What
got
performance
chat
might
say? What
just
chat say?
Look,
I got a fact
Nah,
check
Marlon was
here.
cooking. My bad. My bad.
go ahead, Dutch.
All right, hold on.
No,
I
I
heard
thought
it.
you
Yes,
were gonna
ballerinas do
read
wear
it.
makeup. I heard it.
Yeah, that's all we need to hear.
But no,
On
but to
stage,
my
they
point.
I know,
always
but
wear
it's
makeup, and it's usually bold and dramatic. Under
heavy
bright theatre lighting,
Mm.
natural features get washed out, so dancers use heavier foundation, strong eyeliner, defined brows, and bright lipstick. This helps the audience see their facial expressions clearly, even from far away. In class or
Mm.
rehearsal,
That makes sense.
most ballerinas wear little to no makeup. If they do, it's usually something
In
light like
rehearsals.
mascara or a bit of concealer, just enough to feel put together.
Right.
Why it matters.
Okay. Okay.
In
Because
LA,
it's just
still
stuff.
considered makeup.
facial expression is
They're
part
probably
of
not gonna put
storytelling.
makeup on a baby
Productions like
ballerina girl
Swan
to
Lake
sell
rely
the outfit.
heavily on emotion.
She went and
So
looked up a
makeup
4-year-old ballerina.
communicate character to the audience.
But nah. But
The
look though.
little
But look. But
girls I'm
look. But
looking
look.
at don't got makeup on.
No,
But look. The
Nah,
point. The
it
point
But
makes
is
listen
though,
though, like
right?
sense
this be real. It's a
because
part of the
they're
program. It's a
on
part of the
stage
program.
and people in the
yeah, it's
back.
part of the
What the
culture.
fuck do makeup and dance gotta do
That's
with
not
anything?
we can't
That's
answer that
They
question
let
though.
But
me
no. But see,
explain.
So
y'all
why
coming
y'all
from
think I
two
What
did
different.
do
ChatGPT
shit?
was saying was
What do dancing outfits got
the
to do with
people in the
each other?
back, they have to see the facial expressions. So they may need this and
It's
they
just
may
a little
need this.
enhancement. It's like a
And
filter on the
it's
picture.
yeah, it's makeup.
I think it
And when
all
I
coincides.
approach listen, and when I talk to my daughters, the first thing I say is how beautiful. So my daughters already know they beautiful with or without makeup. So
Right.
Boom.
Right.
And that's
that
the
that
point that
Right.
we're making is
Right.
whatever you do,
Little
the
girls need that.
foundation should be I
that's
love
literally what I
myself.
call all three of my daughters. Soon as the moment that they walk
Yeah,
out, how you
my
doing,
baby's
beautiful?
super natural.
Yes.
Hey, beautiful, how
Right.
you been? How was
We
your
And
don't
I
day?
want,
think that's
we
why
don't
you
want none
need
of that
that
shit.
active father there because guess
Keep her
what?
just
Right.
Your
into
father is a
herself.
man. And when your father, I see it in my daughter's
Y'all don't think
eyes.
it could be confusing to a little girl?
No,
No,
Huh?
that's why you need
my
that
daughter,
Have
Not
my
you
when
been
daughter
a
it's
little
ain't 11.
girl
listen,
before?
fathers
no,
though,
it's
My daughter
no,
ain't
because
11.
Confusing?
but
fathers
my
don't
She ain't
girls
no
expose you
little
wearing
girl.
hear
makeup. Only
me
moms do.
say that they are
Can't hear.
beautiful from ye high. So what's going to be the standard when they go out in the world? If they hear this every fucking day, what's going to be the standard? Oh, nigga, you ain't called me beautiful today. My dad even called me that. Oh, I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
tell you,
Right.
your presence
Yep.
of
Bro,
you
it can't,
of
but hey,
your
Dutch,
daughter and
Dutch,
what they hear
Dutch,
from their
Dutch,
daddy is going to
Dutch.
be the standard for
It
any nigga
happens
out
the
here.
other way too, Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
It
Go
happens
ahead,
the
Fat.
other way too.
What you mean?
My daddy called me beautiful and treats me a certain way. You're treating me a certain way and call me beautiful. I'm smitten. It
No,
happens.
that's
It
where
happens.
no, that's where
Hold up. Who
explanation
daddy? My
for
daddy. My
why
daddy called me beautiful. I'm lost.
and
Bruh.
on
No, he's
top
saying with
of
a
that,
daughter. Oh my God.
okay, you're not even doing that, Trey. What you're doing
Hold on,
on
because
the other
hold
side
on.
of that,
We need a commercial break or
you need
something.
to tell your daughters exactly what type of niggas are
He
out
pulled
here
the
and what they will
main.
say.
No, hold on. I look. So what Dutch is saying, like,
I'm beautiful.
yeah, listen. That's like saying, like, listen. If your father, listen, if your father always take care of you as a female, so let me make sure we get it clear as a female.
Yeah.
If your
Get the
father is always,
context, bro. You going there.
if your father gives you money and take care of you all throughout your life, and he always got it, he ain't one of them guys that gotta wait and none of that. You not gonna want to deal. You gonna do want to deal with you. You gonna be like, oh, I'm not dealing with you. You ain't got no money. My father always
You
had it. He ain't
damn
never.
right.
So what's
Right. You
hello?
set the standard.
That's
Yeah.
what
Set
we
the
And
saying. You
then
said
You
standard.
it's the
damn
same thing
But
as
it's
saying
coupled,
beautiful is calling your daughter beautiful.
but it's
Right.
coupled with letting your daughters understand what type of dudes are out there. Look, I said myself
Right.
long time ago, no, about 2 years ago, I said, I've been doing something that I ain't even noticed I've been doing. I've been telling my daughters about each stage of my life because I've been telling her about different niggas, different type of niggas, and I was those niggas on each
Mm.
stage of my life.
Yep.
So I tell them exactly what this dude is gonna say at this stage, what this dude is. Yeah, my daughters know exactly what each and man, you
Got
I
him
feel
on
like I
point.
I
agree. I feel
feel
like I
look
agree
for the
to a
nigga,
certain extent
for the
because
nigga
nowadays
who is
it's
gonna
so much
fuck
chat
with my
GPT, you ain't
daughter,
gonna know what
he
nobody
is
gonna say.
gonna be that dude because they're gonna look for so much
For
shit.
real, Five. People listen, I agree with you halfway, Dutch, because like it's so much new shit in the world now. So like you be surprised what these young niggas be trying to say to these girls nowadays.
I
Like
think you
But
we
have a
thought
that's
we
where the
was
revision.
slick. These
foundation
I
niggas is
think you
Nah,
have a
came
nothing.
in, bro.
revisionist history,
his
Dutch.
point is
I
he's
think you
teaching
have a
his daughters
revisionist
to be
history.
aware of when a nigga run a game.
Awareness.
For shit show. For shit show.
All right,
When we
my
was young, the
22
good
year
girls got
old,
took it for
my
bad
22
too.
year
What?
old. Let me tell y'all something. My 22-year-old, she
Them
has a
niggas that good
boyfriend,
though.
right? She had this boyfriend since she was 17 years old. He's
Uh-huh.
Hispanic, but
Mm-hmm.
everything about this guy, I lie to you not, is me.
Oh,
Like his daddy owns a business. His dad, like, dude is me. He's the Hispanic me, and I
That's
had
a
nothing
reach.
to do with
That's a
that.
reach,
On
Dutch.
her
Come on,
choosing
Dutch.
this nigga.
Come on, Dutch. That's a reach, bro.
I
That's
no,
a
no,
reach.
No,
no,
it's
no,
for
no. I'm with him.
real.
I
I
get what
be
he's
looking.
saying.
I be like,
I
that's
don't.
what I would
Yeah, I'm
do.
with him. So you
A
saying
I
she put
swear,
Hispanic.
up you
y'all.
for her boyfriend?
This is
And
evidence. I didn't pick this nigga.
okay,
She
Right,
did.
But
right.
no, this is what you confused
I
me
get
at.
what
You
he's saying
said
hell
though.
you no, I don't. Cause you said you told them you was a certain type of nigga every single way. Meaning what that wasn't a positive connotation. That was like
That just means
negative.
she
Nah.
whatever type of nigga he was at that moment in that story situation, then that's what she attracted.
And
That's what caught her
she
eye.
will identify that as being, oh,
Right.
hold on, my dad,
So were
you
My
you
was
It's a
good?
daddy
lot of
told
So
me
females.
about
were
this
you
type
my
of
good? Were
daddy
guy.
you
at 18. That
He was
nigga
putting
no?
him
told me
on
Was you a
point.
player? No, was you a player and moving around? Why you could educate them on what not to deal
no,
with?
because I know my niggas. I know niggas. I am a
So you
nigga.
wasn't a player at his age.
No, at his age, no.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I tell her about my different
Get your
stages
titties
in
out the
life,
camera, Jazz.
when I when
okay.
yeah, when I when I
My bad.
oh my goddamn train of thought. When I was at each
Said them
age,
titties was in the
I
camera.
will
You
tell
couldn't
her,
think.
I will tell them that daddy, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Daddies don't have no filter. We gonna tell you
Y'all is
exactly.
unfiltered as
We
shit. That's why I'm
gonna
like, y'all letting
nah,
y'all daughters with niggas.
the average mother ain't gonna say she sucked 8 dicks in college.
Hey yo,
And the average
Wait, what?
man will
what?
tell,
Hey
I
Mo.
done
What?
told my
The
children,
average lady shouldn't be sucking that many in college. That's too
well,
many.
shit happens. But the average
you
One,
find out
I
women,
mean, you
you
look,
know.
find out a
look,
whole lot about that
women,
man, boy. I'm
That's a
telling
women
you.
stretch.
always
Y'all
want
seen
to
my
look.
joke earlier about, you feel
No,
me?
no, no, no.
Like,
Women always
All
want
right, go
to
ahead,
look
cause
a
I'm about
certain
to get into
I
my
get what
joke.
he's
and
saying though.
rightfully
They will try to
so.
clean it
They
up and
should.
come up with
They
this
should.
damn.
But
transparent.
a daddy,
I wait
yeah,
till
I
He
later.
said
told my
8.
girls, I said, shorty, I told each one of my girls, I said, look,
Sucking eight in your
daddy,
life is diabolical.
daddy put a woman out on a beltway.
I don't pay for
Daddy put a woman out on a beltway. Now her exit was right there. However, she was hitting me in the face and shit, right? And I put her ass out on the beltway, and I had her walk to her exit. I tell my daughters the shit that I did at certain ages,
To
so they
certain people,
can
females,
pick up on these red flags.
to know that the fall wasn't shit back in the day.
Yeah, if I would tell them I wasn't
And
shit.
look, I'm with him.
it.
He wasn't shit. And the
I wasn't.
Hispanic nigga is you.
No, the
That's
Hispanic.
what you're
No, no,
telling
no, no, no,
us.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
he's saying the Hispanic nigga is the version
She
of
Oh.
him
chose
now.
the Hispanic nigga that
So
resembles
the
me.
fuck that. So the Hispanic nigga at his young age is your grown ass age version of yourself now?
Exactly. That nigga's very
What Spanish
responsible.
nigga?
That
I
nigga's
missed the Spanish
that's her
nigga.
No,
boyfriend.
but y'all missing
Oh
what
yeah, I
Dutch
missed
saying
that.
though. What
What I'm
Dutch is
saying is,
It's
I'm
saying
no
I
missing
is
it,
didn't
bro.
get
boyfriends,
that.
Dutch. What the
Listen,
fuck?
listen.
See,
I
this
didn't
be
get
my
that at
problem.
that
I feel like
age.
the fathers,
But
y'all is
she,
too sweet or
but
something.
what
Cause
I'm
what we
telling
really talking
her
about?
is,
Cause there
nah.
shouldn't be no, it
No,
shouldn't be
no,
no
it's
so
actually
boyfriends.
the
she's
reverse.
seeing,
Around with
It's
his
actually
ass
the
for
reverse.
she's
50
seeing my
times.
current self, right? She's
How'd
seeing
you
my
know?
listen.
He's
I
She's
saying
wouldn't
she
have
seeing my
been
chose a
dating
current
the
nigga
The
that
self.
got
one
a
girl.
who got
family and
shot.
got shit going on versus a
She's
clean
seeing my
knucklehead
current
knucklehead.
self. Now, if I had a father who had a business, who had all of this, that's me now. That's who I am, right? Now, check it. She's going to be gravitated towards the guy who has these values that she see in her noun father.
I feel like all these niggas be munches, but
Man,
my
every
thoughts.
nigga ain't nah, man. You gotta know where to look.
My
And that's
thoughts.
where your daddy will tell you where to look.
No, a lot of
Indirectly,
these niggas is
indirectly
munches,
I
or
and
can't agree, bro.
directly,
I
that's
right?
can't.
just what they
I
are.
At the
can't
end of
agree,
the
bro.
day, your daughter is gonna fucking fall in love with the nigga who she fell in love with first. And that's her motherfucking daddy.
Can I add a Dutch, have you landed? Because I want to add something in that y'all
Yeah, I think that was a land.
I hope so.
You
So
think
my dad is not
that
my
nigga be in the air
biological
too
father.
long?
So he hasn't been in my life forever. You know what I'm saying? He's been in my life for about over half my life at this point, but he ain't my biological father. You know what I'm saying? And I
Oh,
spent
can't hold up, Jazz. Can somebody mute
mute
her
that.
John? Because
I can't
I really want to hear this. All right, she about to start cooking.
she's
She
getting
about to get real sentimental. I like when Jazz gets sentimental.
Anyway, so yeah, he's my biological father. However, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know anytime I talk about my father, that's my dad. Like we born on the same day. We literally the same person. And he literally changed me. So I know like it's not a myth. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, just like shits and giggles.
And Jazz, I don't mean to cut you off, but the daughter I'm talking about with the Spanish,
yeah.
that's my stepdaughter.
Yeah, so like it's like I think we all know that, but some people just be saying that just as a talking point, like, you know what I'm saying? It's because the dad's not dead. Like, no, G shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even when he was just first in my life, we wasn't as close as we was, but like, you know what I'm saying? Once we locked in, we was locked in, and he damn near the only person who could really get through to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my mother, you know how it is, single mother, you know what I'm saying? And a daughter, and my mother young, you know what I'm saying? She had me when she was 23, not overly young, but you know what I'm saying? We grew up together and it was just me and her. We went through a lot of shit, a lot of struggles. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot for her. And y'all know me, but y'all also still getting to know me too. But y'all see like just how abrasive and aggressive I am and shit. Like my mother is the total opposite. So imagine like raising me like that, and that it was always me and my mother was always like this. But when that man came into the picture, like me and my mother became best friends because he was able to like, because he just like me, so he was able to show her like the me in the future, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? This is how you gotta talk to her. This is how you gotta treat her.
So he was able to like instill structure and understanding so
Yeah,
that
you know what I'm
you
saying?
could have a balanced household.
Yeah, like that shit, it
And
matters.
that's what we
Let me
talking about.
ask
That's
you
the
this.
key.
Like it's real though. Like no shade.
Your
And the
man.
way I treat niggas that I don't give a fuck about, and the way I treat men that I care about. Like my father know, you know what I'm saying, men that I love, you know what I'm saying? And he done heard me go on niggas. Like he done heard
Right, man.
he done call me the next day, like, shorty, you
Let me ask you, Jazz.
like that, you know what I'm saying?
Your current dude, do you see some similarities in him that you see in that man that you talking about?
Next question, America.
That's a great question, Dutch. I ain't gonna
No,
hold
so
you.
look, I want to talk about that.
No, because he's trying to correlate it from his situation.
I just want to know.
I know why you asking that, but on this live platform, I'd rather not answer that.
No, I'm just.
That's a good
quality.
He see his
quality.
daughter's boyfriend.
All right, so look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all.
Because I see my daughter's boyfriend in the man I am today, and what she watched growing up.
And he, right or wrong, Dutch, you feel like if she was to speak to you about she'd be speaking just like she did, right?
Yeah, young, like for
right.
real.
So I know when you heard that, you in your head like, fuck it.
Bro, live.
I
know. I
man,
felt
she
it.
probably. I don't know if you beefing with your dude, but I just want to know: do you see some type of characteristic?
Yes. In the way that he take care of me and he love me, he will never let nothing happen to me. Yes.
Exactly.
All right, there you go.
So this the thing. That goes for female or male. Like males, y'all be attracted to the motherly traits that, you know what I'm saying. That's why you be with
It's
certain women.
definitely
that now the son and the mother jump. That's shaky, like because that's mama's boy shit.
It's the same.
It's the same dynamic, bro.
I don't know,
Daddy's girl, mama's boy. What are we talking about?
I think for the man, it depends on what type of father he was. Now, if this nigga was a straight up
boys and girls,
gangster,
bro. It's the same.
He was a straight up gangster.
I'm telling
she
you, bro.
probably gonna be. She probably gonna be attracted to gangster niggas.
Bro, I'm way more uncomfortable with them niggas than my girl is. Cause I'm a man. So I know, get your bitch ass up, nigga. Stop talking to them like that. No, they gotta get used to
me. I'm not attracted to no
thugs. I'm building certain type of niggas.
Was your daddy a thug?
I'm building them because I know what
my stepfather was.
That's who raised you?
Yep.
So I
I'm
look
not
at
raising
it like
thugs
that.
either,
I look
nigga.
at it the same way as that abuse shit that we
My
was
kids
talking
ain't
about.
never have a toy
The
gun.
thing is, sometimes a woman or a child would go
I don't play
that
that
route
shit.
or that route based on how they
No,
grew up.
I feel like I was kind of messed up because
Double Z.
I have a white grandfather, and then I had my stepfather who raised me, who was
Yeah.
like a
Hold on.
real
Oh,
general in
hey
the
Z,
neighborhood.
Z, you spoke on your domestic violence, right? And I don't want you to get into it if you
Yeah, I could
want to.
always speak on it. I
Now the
advocate.
thing is, did you make certain fucked up decisions early on in life based off of what you seen your father, who he was? Not
Real
necessarily
quick
being bitchy,
before she
but just
answer,
the violence of who he was.
before she answered 05, after she answered, let's go to the next topic.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You said answer it or what?
Oh, one
No,
time,
answer
family.
it. Answer it.
Nah, go ahead and
Are
answer it.
y'all very interested in intrigued in the Elon Musk topic?
I don't know nothing about
Turn
that
that
shit.
down,
Cause see,
please.
hey, look, Marlon, I don't want to take them off something that they interested in to
I
something they're not
mean,
interested in.
Elon is gonna
What's the
be
other topic though? We still got one after that. What's the other one?
The last one is the 19-year-old Hispanic that was
Yeah,
found.
we
that's
Let's
what
go
I
to
got
was.
we
that.
Yeah,
gotta
We
hit
can go
that.
to
We
that.
that
got
we can
skip the
skip the
All right,
Elon
Elon.
bet.
Musk
Go
jump.
go
All right,
go
bet.
straight to that after she answered the question.
So wait, what's your question, Dash?
The question was early on in life, because I heard you saying 1920 or whatever. But your daddy was this type of dude. Now, not necessarily.
I'm about to tell you gear synopsis because you know you real long winded. All right, boom.
I was
Stepfather,
literally about to motherfucking
father
answer.
died when I was young. Okay, mother kept my father away because of their own impurities. Okay, father died in a house fire, saving my grandmother life. Boom. Stepfather was
Shout,
fighting for
shout
me
out to
though.
shout out to Pops though for doing
Shout
that.
out to Pops because he was fighting for me. He realized I moved to Maryland and all that. Oh, everywhere my mother was moving, he was moving. Oh, you got me fucked up. Boom. But stepfather, oh, I had a stepfather. My stepfather was one of them type where I couldn't date. Every nigga in the neighborhood was scared to be with me because my stepfather was gonna beat him up. Boom, straight like that. So he was very protective, but him and my mother separated when I started high school. Had my grandfather. My grandfather's white. So my dating lifestyle, I kind of ended up being like rebellious because I had a stepfather who was not trying to let me date. And then my grandfather was like, you need to date. It's a part of, you being a young lady. As long as you understand the dynamics of what dating is, I don't have a problem with it. So for me, I had my child father who I was with in high school. We had a child, and then I got married. Now those two guys are not thugs at all. Like they not with none of that. But the thing is, I feel like I don't want no punk ass nigga though. So I think it kind of backfired because I feel like a lot of the things that I saw from my stepfather, I I kind of am attracted to, but it kind of was too much, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like I don't want no punk, but it's like I feel like he did kind
It's
of do
like you
too
want
much
that. It's
because
like
he
you want that.
scared people away.
It's like you want that middle ground. You don't want
Right.
extreme, but you don't want bitch ass nigga.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can get to the next topic, man.
Hi, Z.
Hey, boo.
All right, gang, man. Y'all on fire tonight. I ain't gonna lie. But since we ain't that interested in the Elon Musk shit, man, we're gonna keep it moving to the Sice report where a 19-year-old was found hanging from a tree in Northwest DC, and authorities are currently investigating it as a suicide. On the Sice report. So even though the 19-year-old Hispanic young man was found next to the police station in Northwest DC and they are investigating it as a homicide, a lot of the people in the community are not convinced and they want more transparency. So what I really want to ask y'all is when situations like this happen, do y'all trust the official narrative that the police come out with, that news blogs or publications come out with, or do y'all feel like the community deserve more transparency and we shouldn't accept the initial conclusions? It's on you, Wink, if you still up.
That's right. I'm still up, y'all. But then I don't. I'm so smack. I don't even remember the options. But long story short, is like I don't trust that for real. Like, so it was a suicide on y'all little property, and nobody saw that happen, or nobody like. I just y'all know how I feel about the police. I don't trust none of that. That's my take. I just don't trust it.
Oh,
Yep, it's
me.
on
I'm
you.
supposed to talk.
Yep.
Okay, got it. This is my first time hearing about this, but I mean, yeah, you can't trust the police. You can't trust nothing. Actually, you can't trust nothing that the media puts out. Actually, it's either a two-part process. Either he was killed and left there to make a statement, or he did commit suicide. God forbid, but also to make a statement. It's a statement piece, regardless. When you look back on it, I mean, hanging anybody that is not a black person specifically, or a person of African American descent, becomes a statement piece for any other culture or any other race to do so. And so whether he did it himself or he was placed there, there's a story to be unpacked. That's it.
My bad, guys. Hey, okay, so fourth district, y'all said fourth district, he was hanging outside of 40 police department. We need immediate answers. I wouldn't care who it was, but the fact that it was somebody of, the minority community, yeah, we trying to figure out what's going on, because why is it taking y'all so long to release a statement? And why is this not a immediate danger or issue? Because even if it was suicide, right? Why is it not, like, why the police department, and of all places, to commit suicide? Why wasn't no stop to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why this is like not national. Like, this need to be national news. Like, we realize, hey, somebody hanging from a tree in front of a police station. Like, this is a national issue, and I feel like it's getting a little bit more underplayed because it is a Hispanic man. I mean,
Yeah. Only thing I want to say to add to that is I think it is kind of weird how they had a delay and the police department making a statement, and just their lack of transparency immediately. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something like that, if it was really like priority, or if it was so serious, they would have in a way let it be known. Just the way they went about it, how, like Azara said, it not been national news, it's not getting attention I feel like it should get. It's almost as if like they don't want it to, and that's the only thing that I can say to make it make sense. You know what I mean? And they don't have any evidence that really contradict that there's no foul play, that it is a suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wakes up, and then especially at 19, I do want to also ask, where's his parents? Who was the last person that he spoke to? You know what I'm saying? What was he doing prior to leading up to that? Because how do you hang yourself near a police station? How do you have the time to do this when we know at night they're more active? You know what I'm saying? And how do you do this and actually execute this and nobody's aware until, if I don't know if it was later in the day, the next day, whatever, but still, how are you able to pull this off near a police station and nobody knows anything? And then once they find out, it's almost as if like, yeah, it's just, we just going to try to minimize the severity of this and just make it seem like this just an everyday situation, because this is something that, especially in today's age with the way it happened, it's a lynching in a sense. Like, how is this something that we just plan as if like, because I don't hear nobody talking about it even now. Like, we're talking about it on the Sice Room, but outside of us, who do you really hear talking about it? You know what I'm saying? It's almost as if like it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's weird. But I don't know if the investigation is closed. I'm sure they're trying. I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it. I looked into it today, but from what I've seen, what I've read, what I've heard, it just almost to me it just comes up as if like it's some foul play, and I don't agree or believe that it's a suicide. That's my take.
I don't know. I don't think it was necessarily a suicide. My biggest thing is it's a police department, so it's a million cameras. Like they got the best camera system right there. So like you know what I'm saying? It's no way that happened right there to anybody. And if he did, commit suicide, that go back to what we've been saying all night. Mental health is real. It don't matter what age you are. You know what I'm saying? If like Marlon said, where was his parents? I mean, at this point, people need to start checking on their kids' mental if they haven't been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's no way you can get hung at a police station and not be seen, or nobody you can hang somebody at a police station and nobody can see it, especially at a police station. It just don't make sense. That's my take on that.
All right. I'm gonna put it like this. This how I'm gonna put it. And I got to go, y'all. After my take, I got 2 meetings in the morning, but I'm gonna say this. The way investigations go is you have to figure things out before you can give to the public. And that's a fact. You have to figure it out. And I like how you guys brought up the mental health thing. We live in an age right now where people do certain things and it's not, no one understands it until it's aren't and until it's aired out and people can dissect this shit. You have a 19-year-old Hispanic young man hung on a tree. That's a fact. Now, with technology, with investigation and everything. Now, this is what we're saying if we think it's a conspiracy and a cover up or whatever. This is what we're saying. We're saying that the police took this Hispanic guy and hung him from a tree in front of their precinct. That just, if they was to do it, why do it in front of their precinct? Like that's the question I'm asking. If that's your claim and these police officers did it, and a lot of people think they did it. Okay. So why the fuck would they do it in front of their precinct? That doesn't make sense. And it doesn't rub me right. So, therefore, I will have to just wait until some type of statement is released. That's my take. And I'm going to be here for a minute because I want to hear what people got to say a little bit. Go ahead.
My bad, y'all just got back. Who I missed? I feel like I got everybody though. I missed you, bro. I feel like I got everybody.
Yeah, open this
Oh no, I
shit
missed
up.
Jazz. I missed Jazz. That's Jazz was left for you.
Okay, Jazz.
Nah, go ahead. Everybody already took my fucking shit. Like, fuck it. Go ahead, big screen them. Fuck 'em.
No, rock that shit.
Yeah, I know it was only one person left because I knew everybody.
Jazz, you got some stuff to say, Jazz. Don't fake. You got some stuff to say.
What's up
Oh, the
with y'all,
Hispanic
man?
dude, dog. The Hispanic dude by the place. I said.
I know what we talking about. I've been sitting here listening to everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? I even was gonna play devil's advocate. Somebody else came and said that. Fuck it. I ain't about to
Leave it to Dutch to play devil's advocate.
I'm just saying, why the fuck would they do it in front of their
Cause
own
I
goddamn?
mean,
who's the
to
best
make a
person to cover it up but them fool?
that
And
No,
then
but
you
you
got
do
I
that
agree with
shit
that.
about 4 miles out. You
then
don't
Nah,
do it in
nah,
front of
you
your
gotta
house.
I
think,
agree
what's
with
the
Man,
that.
best way
what
to
you
scare
do
their
it
ass with
there.
all
I
the
ain't
ice?
Nah,
They
lying.
say
listen,
ice can't scare
who
them.
else gonna
So
do it?
let's
Who
pull
else
a
gonna do
fucking
it?
tactic from the
Hey,
history
Dutch,
books.
Dutch.
Race their ass.
That don't
Hey, Dutch,
Come
sound.
on.
listen though, Dutch. Listen though,
What
Dutch.
we
Who
talking
else got the
about?
balls to hang? Who else got the balls to hang a nigga from out front of the police station besides the police?
All
Hello?
right. When the
Good
last time
12.
that happened in the last fucking 30 years?
Besides MS-13,
Hey
if
Dutch.
we want to
Hey
be technical.
Dutch. Hey Dutch. I bet we could probably do some real research about
Please
people
do.
that's in that precinct and who just recently lost a loved one
Oh my
in a certain type of situation. And we
My
could probably
whole
track
my
we could
whole
probably
point
backtrack that
is
young
if
19-year-old and see where
okay,
he
I'm a
from
racist white
and
man cop.
priors or
I'm a
anything.
racist white man cop and n- not
Hey, false claiming he did not say that. Black people are not racist. He did not say that, y'all. False
no what
claiming
I'm
he did
saying
not
is
say that.
No, you can't
this.
save
I'm
him because he's
I'm
12.
I'm
Sister, stop.
I fuck it. Call me 12. If
You
I was
already
fucking
are. It's
12,
okay.
I
Talk
will
about
not
it.
fucking say, hey guys, let's hang this motherfucker in front of our fucking precinct.
A white police officer would. I
No,
promise
they
you.
won't.
That's
Exactly.
the fuck he
No, they
would. That's
fucking
the fuck he
won't.
would.
They
Listen,
will
white people hate
what
black people so
man,
motherfucking much they'll hang that nigga in
and
front of
that's
the White
why they
House.
will do it
So
all
look, y'all gotta
fucking
think. Lynching is a symbol of racial terror.
that's
Okay,
in
that's
young,
so
young.
fucked
All
up
right,
that you
name
don't
the
even see
last
that.
nigga that
Hold
got
on, calm
lynched
down,
or a person
calm
who
down,
got
sir.
lynched in DC.
Calm down,
Name one.
sir.
Name the
Calm
last
I
down.
don't know.
motherfucker who did it.
I
It
don't
just
know if that's a
happened.
good one because I feel like we were just talking about it on the Sice Room
Somebody just
last
got
night.
lynched. Then the girl just get lynched.
It was. I was trying to think that was what I was like.
I think it's a lot of conspiracy theories going out. And which all right, let's take Sandra Bland
Bro,
for
but the
instance.
historical
And
reality of
I
where
know it's
law
an
enforcement
unpopular
have
fucking
often
belief,
failed to
but
protect
Sandra
victims,
Bland
bro.
actually did hang herself in her fucking cell. And people not
She
fucking
did?
understanding. Yes, she did. Because young,
Hey, Dutch, something wrong with you,
they
Dutch.
were
This the type
no,
of shit that
no.
make me
They
mad about you.
released
No, hold on. Dutch, what you just say?
Sandra Bland hung herself in her cell.
Wow.
And let me tell you, they released full fucking footage from the time she got in into the time they pulled her out. And
And
it
do you know
wasn't
about
no
the
fucking
Sandra Bland
cuts.
act that they passed after that?
It wasn't no, hold up. It wasn't no fucking cuts there. And on top of that, they showed when Sandra Bland tried to call her family. And her family didn't even fucking come and save her because they said with her mental state, y'all need to keep her there. But don't nobody like to talk
Please,
about
can
that
I talk
shit.
about this? Can I rebuttal?
Hold up. Don't nobody like to talk about what her family did when she called her. When she called them. And we seen exactly what happened in that fucking precinct. But it's sensationalized. You have to have that story. She have to have the police hung her. At the end of the day, I understand that police is fucked up. The shit I seen the other day when they shot that man in the fucking back and he on the ground, they keep shooting this nigga. That's fucked up. But we gotta call a spade a spade. When I see somebody
I feel like you
hung
moving the goalpost.
in front of the police
Oh,
precinct, I'm not thinking in my head that these police, racist white police, say, hey, John, hey, Bud, let's hang this motherfucker in front of where we fucking work. That's fucking stupid.
Can I ask you one serious question, Dutch? Can I ask you one question, Dutch? Who do you really
Okay.
think has the balls to do it though? Who really has the balls to do it?
I don't think nobody has okay, let me ask you this question. Let me answer that question. Who I don't think has the balls to do it is the fucking police that's at that precinct.
Now we gonna call it
I
spade a spade,
think
fam. Here we go.
if that man, let's just say he didn't commit suicide. That's the theory. He didn't commit suicide. What I think happened is some motherfuckers killed that man and hung him in front of that goddamn police station to get this exact Same fucking reaction to get it off of them.
So you say it's political?
No, it ain't political. It's straight up.
What is it?
It's straight up. If they killed this man, whoever killed this man, they did that to get the attention off of. They knew if you hang a motherfucker in front of the police, who all they gonna be talking about is the police did it. And
Bro,
no one is thinking about this nigga dying and someone hanging him there to have us think that it's the police in our fucking climate right now. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop thinking.
Hell no, Dutch. You telling me, hey, bro. And then you saying this is not political. So you saying in a non-political situation, somebody would kill a 19-year-old kid.
We don't know how that 19-year-old died. He could be in a fucking fight with somebody and they like, fuck, we don't want the shit coming back to us. Let's hang him there and make it political.
You done, right?
That's a fact.
You breaking up now for real. I don't know why your shit sound crazy, bro.
But the thing is, I don't know.
You got headphones?
I'm just looking at data and I'm looking at
question, brother.
Like just common fucking sense.
Can I ask you a question? You're saying non-political murder. That a non-political murder would happen.
I'm not saying I think it's that. All I'm giving is
you just
no. I'm giving alternatives towards something that don't seem like the police will do it in front of their own spot, in front of their own house, young.
Therefore,
he is a nigga. I wouldn't shoot a nigga and bring him in front of my fucking house. Like
I understand that. I understand that, brother. Right. So therefore, if you don't think the police would do it, but yet somebody would do it at the police station,
it sounds more likely that they did it off area, and they brung that nigga there and hung him. It's more like,
bro. I heard you say it like 3 times.
That is more likely.
I understand it.
If it ain't straight up, okay. We have to start with suicide. All right. If you don't think it's suicide, I won't jump to it be the police that do it in front of their own spot. I will go to a nigga that killed him close there and said, you know what? Let's hang this nigga there.
This the thing. Can I please?
Bro, I heard you say that, bro. I heard you say that. But you're saying that somebody would do that in a non-political fashion.
Yep.
Cool. Now. Thank you, because we already said that like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're saying somebody would kill a young 19-year-old Hispanic, right?
You keep saying young 19.
Oh my
man,
God,
15,
boy, bro! Hey, Dutch, I just let you speak for I just let you speak 5 times, bro.
No,
you just cut me off like
you
literally 5 times.
You're trying to make it sound like
doesn't matter how I'm making it.
The nigga probably was in some. The nigga was in some.
Are you not making it sound how you want to make it, and I'm not cutting you off?
That's just saying, nigga.
I'm letting you say whatever you want to say. I don't care how I think you making it, but I'm not cutting you off, and I'm letting you expound on your point. You just cut me off 5 times.
You making it young.
I don't care how I'm making it.
Come on,
you cut me off 5 times, and you made it how you wanted to make it, and I still didn't cut you off, bro.
Point taken.
Jesus Christ.
Point taken.
It's like this shit real simple conversation, brother, man.
You're not
allowing me to converse with you,
man. Go ahead.
It's the death show.
So I need to slow walk this for you, because this is what you're saying. You're saying somebody would kill this young Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
And then, right? You just said near the police station in Northwest.
I don't care. I don't know where it's at.
I'm telling you where it's at.
You keep making it off, you keep making it police based. You keep making it police precinct based. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they could have killed the nigga and land him.
It don't matter what. Listen. That's what they trying to say is it don't matter where he died at. It don't matter where he died at. He was hung in front of the police station.
All right, bet.
Niggas is gonna be biased because they like the police.
Right there.
I'm keeping it right in context.
Go ahead.
I'm not moving it out of context.
Okay. Go ahead.
You are, and I'm still
No,
not
I'm
cutting
not.
you off.
I'm just saying I don't know.
No, you
But go
literally
ahead.
are, and I'm still not
No,
cutting
I'm
you off.
saying
And
I
be like,
don't
hey,
know where the
stay in
nigga was
context.
killed at.
You cut me off to say you're making it like I'm making it like exactly what it is, brother. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying literal facts.
No, what it is he was found hung in front of a police station. We don't know where he came from. We don't know that.
I said that like 5 times, and you cut me off
No,
every
but you
time.
said near. We don't know where he came from, bruh. Go ahead.
Where they find him at, bruh?
No, they found him there.
All
We
right.
don't know
Listen, it
how
don't
he
matter
got
where he
So
was
there.
everything
killed at.
else is speculation.
We don't know how he got there.
Jesus Christ, bro. What are we talking about?
Go ahead.
Nah, hell nah. That's the 9th
I
time,
want
bro.
to get your point.
Hell
I
nah.
want to see your point.
My point don't even matter,
But
bro.
I just want you to be real on what I'm saying.
I didn't say nothing.
No,
that
you not
said
being real, and that's why niggas
I
getting
never even said.
irritated.
All right,
I
what I'm not being real on,
nothing
Z.
yet. I couldn't even
What?
get to what you was
Cause
saying.
you not stating the facts. You not even
I
letting Trey
did state the
talk. So you
facts.
gonna let
The
him talk?
facts was he was
know why.
found in front of a
The same
police
way
station.
why we always talk about
on
this
a
shit
tree.
off camera,
We
Dutch.
don't know.
You know the debative tactic.
What
So
we
I'm gonna let you
don't
live,
know
brother.
is how he got there. That is facts.
All right, so look. Hey, let me do this for you. Do the police use this as a racial term? And is this not a historical tactic that has been used in history? Yes or no?
Not in
You gonna say no?
yes, I'm gonna say no.
You gonna say no. So you don't know your history.
I'm gonna say no
Shoot, that was
in
why you
the
saying no.
immediate history in the last
Izzy, what you got
40
going on over there,
years
y'all?
that has not been depicted in DC culture.
All right, so look, okay. So
So I can
I'm
only go
glad that
on recent
the
history.
Sice Room can help educate you, brother. That's why we're
All
here.
right, give me
Okay.
that nigga.
So look,
Give me the person hung in front
so
of the
look,
police station.
no. I'm gonna give you
Give
the
me the
Sandra
person hung
Bland
in
act.
front of the
Hold on.
police
I'm
station.
gonna go back because you said that black woman she committed suicide. So let me give you this. After that happened, right? They
No,
enforced the.
you
Hold
had
on,
no,
do not
I ain't
cut
gonna
me
let you
off.
go.
Cause
No,
I don't
y'all
know
see
who
what she
raised you
did?
or what
She
happened with
said,
your brain,
I'm
where you
talking
don't
about in
understand that when people
DC,
talk,
in
you gotta
DC,
give people a
in
chance to
Hey
talk.
Dutch, I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Like,
You
what's
did it
up
to
with you
me.
though?
You did it with me, brother. But I ain't gonna hold you. We ain't doing that. You gonna
Like,
have to
you not
be
about
able
to
to have
strong talk
conversations
nobody.
with people, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Nah, because y'all going on feelings and y'all ain't going on facts.
So
No,
let
I
people
don't
go.
give
Let people go
facts,
on
and
whatever
you
they
be going
going
off
on.
feelings. That's why you be getting
All right, tell
emotional
me the
on this
facts
joint
of
as a
Sandra
grown
Bland.
man.
You not controlling the conversation,
Tell me
bro.
the
It
facts of
has to
Sandra
be a
Bland,
convo,
Z.
bro.
You gotta listen to
I ain't gonna
hear,
lie that
okay?
you cut niggas off. I'm gonna have to backstage your ass because
So
you
the
killing the
Sandra
conversation,
Bland
bro.
Act was passed in Texas in
Like,
2017 after her death, right? So look, now you gotta have the police can diagnose your mental health. So if somebody say, oh, if a person is acting belligerent or irate, a police can say they mental health. They ain't even gonna lock you up. They gonna treat you like Sandra Bland. That's a real live act that's been passed. So that's why I
What's
said
your
you
point?
gotta pay
No,
attention
no,
to
no, no,
what's
no.
happening.
Tell me what your point is with
That's
that.
the point. What you
No, you're
mean? The
not.
point is now police are not, they're not clinical doctors.
Do
They
you
cannot
understand
give
what you're saying,
diagnosis.
Shorty?
So
Do
because of
you
the
really
Sandra
understand
Bland
what you're
Act, hold
saying?
on, because it's ignorant people like you of our own community though that lack the education to
No, do you
understand it.
understand what you're saying?
Man, come on,
The
bruh.
only reason they was able to do that was because they wasn't able
Because
to
they
do.
believe the bullshit that you trying to spew of a black woman who was treated
Young, what I'm telling
unethically.
you,
Come
you
on,
keep
bruh.
trying to bring the fucking emotional words like black woman.
No,
Yeah, I'm telling you about a
nope,
fucking. I'm telling
nope,
you about
emotional
facts.
words.
nope. And
The
that's
That's
sad
reason,
that you a
crazy.
black
young,
man. You
the
The
might as
nigga
well
young,
just
said,
be
stop
a
fucking
police,
saying that
like we said.
goddamn
so
fucking
me saying a
listen
nigga being
to me.
19
The
and
thing
Hispanic,
is,
that was
young,
triggering you.
listen to me, young, listen to me. The
No,
only
you don't know
reason
facts, and you get
I'm
on this
telling
show,
you
and I be
I'm trying to
spanking your
tell you
ass
the
when it come to
facts.
facts,
Young, the
and you get
only
mad and
reason,
emotional, and you
listen, the
deflect.
only reason that law exists right now is because they couldn't do it when the shit actually happened. And you're trying to
No.
fucking just
The
say,
whole point
oh,
of what I'm saying is they pass these dumbass laws
they
and
passed
they
the law
martyr our
because
people
that was
and they
their
use
defense.
our
That
blood
was
to
that was the
control the
police.
narrative. So
Listen,
now you're
that
saying
was
that the
the
blood
police
of a
department's
19-year-old
defense.
Hispanic man that
You're
was
not
shed in front of
understand.
a
All right,
police
now you want
station.
to get
Come
now
on,
I'm
man. We
on the
both can't
Sandra
talk,
Bland
man.
shit. She
Come on,
wanna
man.
she wanna take me off from my point. The
This shit is
point is
sad. This is a
the
grown
shit
man.
that
This is
you
my
just
father,
cited.
man.
Listen, the shit that you just cited.
Come on, man.
The law was, and I know about it, shorty, and that's why you
There
can't
you go
tell
with the
me that
shorty
you see me
word.
on my game.
Talk some
The thing
facts.
is, the reason they created that fucking law is because at the time Sandra Bland was in that police station and all of those cameras was recording and they released everything, not a second
No,
missed.
they didn't.
Oh my God, I seen it, young. I'm
No, they
telling you, I
didn't.
seen it, and that's a fact. The thing is, they couldn't do that to her at that fucking time. So they figured, okay, we're just going to have them have the right to do that based off of what they were getting accused of while she was in their custody. You just proved my fucking
All
point.
right, so I can speak without you
With the
interrupting
act,
me,
not with
so
the
we can have
act, bro.
constructive conversation without you yelling about nothing.
I just proved
Okay,
it. And
so
you just
so
proved
so
my point
no,
then.
you didn't prove shit.
I did.
Okay, so
I
I'm gonna
literally
speak
did.
now, and I'm gonna ask you to
You
respect
want to use
me by not
keywords and
talking. Trey,
black
can you
women
mute
and
him?
all of that shit.
Or what
Yeah,
we
the
doing?
fact was they could not
What
Yeah,
we
do
nah,
that
doing?
shit at the
you really
time.
wasn't cooking,
And
We're
buddy.
gonna mute him because he can't, he's unable. So look, y'all, police discretion versus public safety. We not about to act like the police discretion can put our people in harm. It's plenty of police that could real life be like, oh, this person is belligerent, not obeying me. I'ma mark them as mental health. So now when you, because of HIPAA laws, right? See what he not identifying is with HIPAA, you can't identify who's mental, like if you in a insane asylum, they have to protect you. It don't matter who called. It don't matter who called. They cannot release that information because of HIPAA.
you know what, Z? I agree. I agree with you, and I'm against that law. But I'm just
No,
telling
I'm not
you.
done.
No.
No, I'm
I'm
not
telling you.
done,
I'm trying to
Dutch.
tell
I'm
you
not
that I
done.
agree with
So
you,
wait till
and
I
I'm
land,
against
Let her
bruh.
the
finish.
Cause
law.
you be
Does
in
she
the
not
air
finish what
long
she's
as
If
saying?
you
shit on
agree,
your
Huh?
flight.
if
So
you
let me
agree,
land,
how you
bruh.
gonna agree with her and cut her off with
Because,
at the point where
because
you agree
two
with her?
Like that
things
shit
can
is
exist in the
wild, fool.
same
Oh yeah, you.
motherfucking body.
That shit sad.
Did he then get to
How you
you?
agree with somebody and then keep going?
That's
And
what I'm
then cut her off.
saying. Like we here to educate, right? So the discretion that led to the Sandra Bland led to these laws. So now they could do anything, fool. They could put anybody in an insane asylum, act like they was mental, and then kill them and write that shit off.
Like it never
Just like
happened.
they did that Spanish man. And what
And
I
that's kind of
believe,
crazy that they could rule it as a suicide, but then give her an act.
He
Something ain't right.
You
Like,
know,
how does that make
some
sense?
not
that's crazy.
right.
And
Yeah.
then they
Some
saying
not
Yeah.
right.
they got
How do
the
we got a
officers
whole
got to get
act
more.
from a
The
lady who
officers
was
got to get more
mental?
mental health training. Then they got to get different, more. They able to get independent law firms to investigate shit. Like I just read it. It's all types of shit in the act. So how could that be ruling as a suicide? And then the act be occur, and then we just don't have no skepticism. That's all I'm
Come
saying.
on, man. And
We can
this is why
believe
I say
whatever
we
we
gotta be
believe, but I'm just saying,
educated,
how can
man.
we have no skepticism?
I
That's all I'm
think
saying.
I think the context of what she's saying
Oh, there you go.
is absolutely true on creating a law to where police can do this. However, what brung on that law was something that we was pushing that has no bearings on the creation of said law. The thing is,
We
Sandra
knew
Bland,
that the
I think I need
jails
to
was
I
not
think I need to
equipped to
Google or
deal
something
with
and
mental
reread the
health
law, y'all.
care. We been knew that. They didn't take fucking Sandra Bland.
but what
Niggas
I'm
knew that
saying,
from Jeffrey Dahmer.
but the
What are we
thing
talking
is,
about?
what I'm saying is, Sandra Bland had a mental condition. She
No,
was
she
not
did not, bruh.
killed by police, young.
How do you
I don't know
know
what
that
news
physically?
you
Like, no, no,
watch.
like, hold on, y'all,
Because
hold on,
they
y'all. No, no,
released
hold
all
on,
of
Dutch,
that
hold on,
shit
Dutch,
with
hold on.
no
Were you
No,
seconds,
really there?
let somebody
and they
speak.
seen. I
Were
seen
you
that
were you
shit,
really
man.
physically there to be
I
like?
did.
Did you really were you there with your eyes to really say you seen it? You can't until then you can't say you seen nothing until you were actually there with your eyes, like in the present. So nobody has seen nothing. It's just all on the story. Everybody's going off a story that they heard. So I'm trying to figure out why he keeps saying he's seen it with his
And the
eyes.
court
So,
ruling.
and
Multiple court
but
ruling.
yeah, but I'm just saying though, like he didn't see it
But
with
it's
his
still,
own eyes. So
yeah, but it's still
He's saying he
skepticism.
seen the
yeah, that's
video.
what I'm saying. It's still a story.
Like
It's
yo,
still he say Cease
And
was
the
No,
he.
he's
family
an
still,
officer and he was a part of all the police
Listen, I
activities.
can tell he was an officer. That's why he. That's why I said, that's why.
That's why he getting so mad. Like we gotta remember. I'm sorry, Officer Dutch.
Hey Mo, that was not his name, y'all. Did he say Captain Dutch on the beat?
Nah,
All
for
right, go ahead. I'm
real.
gonna get off here, y'all.
yeah,
It's
bro.
too many biased opinions. Like facts is facts. But
Man,
to be
listen,
biased
listen.
You
because you
know,
want a
but
career as
I
an
want,
officer, that's not fair.
I want
I feel like
everybody to
me
just be
personally,
able
this
to
is
have
just
their
my
own,
personal opinion. I feel like
own
this is just my
opinion,
personal opinion. It's no black men out here gangster enough or have the balls enough to go to the police station and hang a nigga. That's either a political job or that's some shit done by some Spanish people. Real shit.
Yes.
yo.
No black niggas is
That's what
going to
I'm
hang
trying to
no
explain
nigga.
to them.
Spanish people not even gonna do
Thank
it
you,
at the
bro. You
police
said it. Hey,
station.
bro, you said it real fast for me. I was just really trying to draw that line real fast on. You
Yeah,
telling
bro.
me it
Like
ain't political. If it ain't political, it's cartel. It's they ass. It
it
ain't,
gotta
nigga.
be,
Who
bro.
the
But no,
fuck is gonna kill that
and listen.
nigga and then
This why I
take
say
the
it's the
risk
Spanish
to
people. This the
hang
only
him at
reason
the
why I
They
say
not
it's the
gonna kill
Spanish
their
people.
own kind
No,
and put them at the
This the
police
only reason.
station.
This the only reason why I say it's the police. Why I say it could be the Spanish people because Spanish people love to
Just
make a
don't even want
statement.
to walk down.
They don't care about nothing. If you snitch, they're making a statement.
No.
They
I
don't
don't
care.
think
Who
the
all
I
right, so
don't
let's
think the
do this.
police
Who was the
will
nigga they
hang a
hung?
nigga
Do
in
we
front
know
of their
who he
own
was?
place,
That's what I'm saying.
We ain't in the
That's what I'm saying.
motherfucking
We need more
we ain't
We
in
we
the
information
need to
because
find
fifties.
out
We ain't in the
who Youngin
forties.
was.
This ain't the
what
fucking
no funny. What
40s.
if he was in the cartel and he snitched? You get what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah, and then
statement
they put
maker.
him right
That's the
there
thing.
That's a
That's enough.
statement
That
maker.
as
That's
that's
what being hung is a
that's
statement maker. I don't care how you die, where you get killed, that none. If you
that's
get hung, it's
Yeah.
to
definitely
be made a statement.
that's
They want you to be
But
definitely
seen.
then we
I
also do
agree.
know that ICE wasn't doing the
That
job
sounds
fast
way
enough,
better
and
than
we
the
know that they
police
don't
put
want
this
these
nigga in front of their
they
own
don't want
shit.
these Spanish people in our country for real. So let's be
That
clear on
sounds way
understanding
better
that.
than the police put this nigga in there front of their
Political.
own shit.
Listen, no black man. Listen, Dutch. You a black man yourself, though. No black man that you ever met in this world got enough balls to hang a nigga out front of the police station. So who else did it, Dutch?
Hey, what I'm saying is this.
No, it's no.
And
I just want to know.
No,
how
no,
Dutch. I
about
no,
just want
no.
this?
to.
Hey, look,
Nah,
how
nah.
y'all say? Hold
What
on,
I'm
Dutch.
saying is
How y'all
I'm
saying
going
that
against
how y'all saying that the cartel will hang them for a statement to the police? Why wouldn't the police be able to do the same thing?
No, I agree. That's what I'm. No, I agree with that. But I'm just saying it wasn't a black person. It was either
Okay.
political or the cartel.
It's
That's why
one
I'm
or
going with
the
that.
other.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
going with
he's
that.
No,
saying.
Yeah,
it's one of those three. It's
yeah,
them, or them, nigga.
For sure.
That's my opinion.
yeah.
And I think we
But
all could agree with that because that covers all bases for everybody.
yeah, it's
Exactly.
like, and then you gotta think about it. Y'all gotta think about it. Every time something get ready to go
Yeah.
on in the world, like or with the president or something, just pay attention. Like certain shit happens that you know what I'm saying to throw you off, to throw
Something
MS-13
you
is
off your
wild.
game.
activated. MS-13 is out there. I don't know. The thing is, young, if
MS-13.
if you're looking at
Nah, they still
and
around.
making the
Z, they
claim,
still
They
around. Z,
up
they don't. They
if
still
I
you're
went
around.
to
making
high
the
school with
claim,
them niggas. I know
listen,
they are
exactly
up
where they
there.
at. I
listen.
They
went to
are up
Wheaton.
If
there.
you're
No, I'm
making the
saying they still
claim,
around. I'm saying they still around. I ain't saying you
if
ain't
the
go to school with them.
narrative is the cops had something to do
Right.
with it,
They
I
not hanging niggas
I'm
and putting them in
saying
front of
it's
police
very
stations.
hard for
That's
me
not
to
their
believe.
thing.
And if
Shit,
they
no funny
did,
shit changes. Z.
anything's possible.
If he
It's but
snitched,
but
yes
it's
they
Guess
very
will.
what,
hard
Dutch?
for me to
If they
believe
and them
that
niggas is ass.
the police did it in front of their own fucking
So listen.
precinct.
So
Yeah.
If they
listen.
gonna
So listen.
understand
Bro,
Actually,
I'm
let's
doing
talk
that.
about how
ass.
many lynchings have happened in
And they not
history
doing their
in front of
But
job.
police
that's in the
stations.
40s when this shit was accepted.
So what makes the difference in 2026? Uptown.
Because you have to have overt and covert shit. Overt shit was happening in the 40s where the shit was just the shit happened, right? And they did Emmett Till will tell you that. They put these niggas on trial and they talking
Wow.
about
He,
it in the fucking
that was a
trial.
reach.
and they still would back up the OJ. I mean, not OJ, but damn, what's my man?
That
Rodney
was
King,
crazy. That was
Rodney
crazy,
King.
bro.
We had
Yeah,
footage.
Emmett Till
These
done was
niggas in
crazy.
there talking and they got
Rodney
acquitted.
King.
That was in that day. Today, young, I don't think the police would do that,
That was tripping me
understanding
out.
the
So
ramifications.
so
And
what's the KKK? What's the KKK?
Oh,
Dutch.
brother. All right.
the Ku Klux fucking Klan.
Uh-huh. What they do? What they was doing back in the day?
But that's back in the day where
Hold on,
the
I'm
shit was
asking you a
socially
question. What do you
accepted.
keep trying to go against
What
it?
I'm
Like, what
saying
the fuck?
is, nah,
What
for
do they
real,
do?
had a
What was they
more
known for?
he had a more acceptable answer for that.
What was they known for, Dutch?
Hanging niggas.
Okay then.
But look though, all right, this is my last thing, and I'm about to get ready
It's
to get off here. So look,
2026,
I just
man.
want to know
And
this is what I
I
want to know.
just
And they
don't think the
still
police.
hanging niggas is what
Look,
I'm
this is what
saying.
I want to know.
But when the
If
last time
somebody got hung outside the police station, you mean to tell me if it was a regular person and it wasn't political, you mean to tell me they don't have the camera footage from that shit? It's no excuse. I don't want to hear this. The police station. He was hung out
What
front of the
we
police station. I
talking
don't want to hear
about?
it. You
What
mean to
are
tell me
we
they ain't got no
talking
tag
about?
numbers? There's too many
I
cameras
don't
around on
know.
Georgia Avenue.
And
Cut
if,
it out. Like
hey,
save it.
bro, and if they don't, the shit political, nigga. It's something
It's for
going
a
on.
reason. It was set up for a reason. Come on now, use
Yes,
your brain.
somebody
You
did
not
that
dumb.
on
Now
Use
I
your
purpose.
would
brain.
say it's a little peculiar that we don't have. I mean, but we don't know. This shit happened on
Now we
13th.
don't know. Now we
This
don't
shit
know.
happened on 13th. We didn't get the George Floyd shit until what, 2-3 months later. The thing is, it's
I
going
just
to
seen
hit
a
the
video of
fucking
a lady walk into a gas station and shoot a
And shoot
clerk.
somebody. She
it's
had
They
going
mental
to
showed
health.
hit.
that. They showed
Yeah,
that shit
I'm
just like that,
sorry.
didn't they?
The age that
Yeah,
we
that shit
live
happened
in,
immediately. That shit was
we
released immediately.
we're about
I seen that last
Didn't
night.
they?
in the
So they
next
can't
couple of
put that
months,
footage of the car
we're
pulling
gonna
off
see
or
the
the
Gucci
police
robbery,
Because
being put
and
because
we're
it
gonna see
because it's
that.
political, Fab. It's political, bro. Like it's no other, bro. It's no way the police ain't got that shit on footage, bro. It's,
But
bro,
the
nigga get
This what
robbed at
y'all
police
gotta
Walmart.
realize too,
actually
though.
did it.
The
So everything
police
else on
control
that.
what they want to control. So if
Exactly. So
they
they not
sitting
gonna
up
put it out.
here and they
That's
not
what we
gonna put
saying.
no statement out, you gotta think.
Hey,
Come on now, if this y'all grounds, like, come on now,
if
that's
a
just
hey
like
look, if a
a
nigga,
man was
yeah,
real life
yeah.
murdered, fool, and they don't have no statement. Come
If a
on, and there
nigga
shouldn't
hopped
be
the
no
gate,
skepticism.
if a nigga hopped the gate and broke in like 7 cars and stole radios or guns or something, I guarantee that video will be on the fucking news. You're
Released,
looking for these 3, 2, 4,
Listen,
5, 6
listen.
niggas.
identified. They
I'm gonna
gonna
do you one
find
even
them. They
better.
That
ain't
I'm gonna
shit
do
even
be on
y'all.
the
gotta
news
put the
like
footage
And
Listen,
out. They gonna
listen. I'm gonna
find
do
motherfuckers
y'all
their
one
ass
even
fun.
better.
and
I'm
then
gonna do
deal
y'all one
with them.
even better. If a nigga set the
Motherfuckers
grass on
fun.
fire out front of the police station, the video will be out the same night. What are
what
we
you
arguing
like.
about?
So we
What are
saying
we
somebody
arguing
got
about?
I agree. I
What are we
agree.
arguing about?
I agree. But guess
how
Matter
what?
of fact, this
how
the
could they
But
and
same
guess
look though,
what?
mind y'all.
how could
This
they
the
know the
same
But
behind the
police
guess what?
station that my whole hood when they killed Quran, my whole hood, wallahi, we had to go up there.
No, that
Niggas was
police
going.
station is
I'm
definitely
telling
corrupt.
them, don't get
Fourth
the
D is
wilding
corrupt.
out.
But
All
guess
police
what?
stations corrupt, but Fourth D is
But
definitely
guess
corrupt.
what?
No, 4D is wicked, fool.
All of them
So
corrupt.
that's
I'm
what
Guess
I'm
talking
trying
about
to
what?
tell
70,
y'all.
baby. I
Like,
know.
pay
You ain't gotta
attention
But
to
tell
the
guess
me.
what?
history.
I just brought up the Sandra Bland footage that is not altered at all. It's
Oh my
there.
God. And
See?
you keep trying to go
Dutch,
box
Nah.
and
no,
prove
listen,
All right.
Dutch. How do you
nothing.
know if it's
No,
You're
altered or
no.
not?
not
That because he
proving
I'm
wasn't
just
nothing,
there.
saying.
12.
you're not repping on
Hey,
I'm
you're not
just saying.
12.
I
repping
You're
brought
not
it
proving
up.
nothing,
I
12.
brought it up, and
you're not
y'all
repping on
still
Sandra
question
Bland
it.
tonight, bro.
So
No,
you
but
can
listen
Come
though,
on,
Dutch.
prove
How
Officer
can you
things.
Dutch.
say
We're
it's
not
real
doing
if
this
you
If
wasn't
tonight.
they
there?
do
Yeah,
relate, if they
I don't want
do
you I don't
release
want to turn this
anything,
to
if
hey
they
bro, I want you
release
to turn this to
anything,
offensive. You
young,
can try to
they
convince
can
her
release
with.
the whole fucking
Hey,
footage
Officer
of
Dutch. It's
how
okay,
dude got
officer.
in that tree.
Let's stay
We
cool
would
tonight.
still not be satisfied. That's all my point.
Hey,
That
you
was
want me
my
to
point.
hey, you want
That
me to
was
tell you
my
the
point.
difference? Let me tell you the
That
difference,
was
right?
my
It doesn't
point,
make
young.
no fucking sense, real quick, brother. You know I love you, bro. But of course they will release the Sandra Bland footage because that what? What does that do for them? What does that do for them,
Yeah,
brother?
people were
Just answer the
asking for
question.
it. People were
What
asking
does that
for it.
do for them though?
But they
I ain't
ain't
asked you
do
that
it off
question.
break, bruh. That's what I'm saying.
Damn, I hate
They didn't do it off break. It
what?
took fucking months
I
for that
know.
shit to
Punch the
come out.
wall.
So at the end of the day,
Bro.
what I'm
This
saying
nigga
with
make me punch
this
the wall.
is This was on the
No, I
13th.
just like having honest
This was on
conversation.
the
Like
13th. We are on the
you are wiggling
22nd.
and dancing.
And the
You act
thing
like we in
is,
the 12th round, bro.
we've been
Bro,
asking for footage. As soon as they put it out, we're gonna have something to say about that too.
Hey Dutch, are
no.
you gonna
I
apply
want to,
for the
hold on,
police
slow down.
office?
No, slow
Like,
down.
Don't
I want to
Dutch
drop
are you
talking
my
about to
circles.
point.
apply? You know they
Dutch talking
hiring, right?
circles.
In PG?
Man,
like
you
a
keep
motherfucker.
fucking going to that bullshit. I'm talking about
How?
fucking
You
facts, son.
advocate for them so bad, like you real life
No,
need to get your
Hey,
no,
bro,
what
badge,
I'm
dropping
fool.
saying
them
is
that
I don't
dropping
know
that
what the
footage
fuck. First
exhaust
of all,
them.
I don't know what the fuck
That's
happened.
an
What I'm
MC.
No,
saying is
you need
I
to
know
just
how
get a
to I know
badge.
how
Cause
to
the way
look. I
you
know how to
advocate
think
for the
logic.
police,
I
I
know how
want
to.
you to
I'm a
just become an
logical,
officer.
analytical
Fabian, get your clothes
motherfucker.
out.
I'm a
He
logical,
said, "I'll respect you
analytical
more for that."
motherfucker that look at something and be like, okay, this shit hasn't happened in fucking 50
You don't have
goddamn
no
years.
logic
So
behind your
you
No,
telling
argument,
me
fool.
a
no.
motherfucker
Hey,
that is
Dutch.
in front of
Dutch.
a fucking police station.
Hey, Dutch.
You gotta call him
I'm be
Officer
honest.
Dutch
I'm gonna
so
be
he can
honest
hear
with you.
you.
Nah, I gotta be honest with you, Dutch. I
Nah,
started.
because you keep fucking, you keep muting me,
I
and
have to.
I'm trying to
You
rebut
talking over
because
everybody,
I'm
bro.
trying to rebut. She told me I'm
You
trying to
talking
get
over
a fucking
You're
everybody.
application,
being
but I'm
emotional.
trying to tell her I'm fucking looking at logic and common
No,
sense
you're
here.
being
That's what
emotional.
I'm looking at it
No
from, yo.
logic is coming out of that
No,
argument.
no.
You're
I
being
Can I say something?
emotional.
No,
No,
you just don't want to listen to
All
it.
right, let Five
no.
talk. Let
Because
Five
you
talk real
already
quick.
have your
You don't want to
narrative.
listen. That's the issue. We all listen to you the whole night, bro. You
Nah,
took. You took.
nah.
No,
Y'all don't
No,
want
no,
everybody.
y'all don't
listen,
This
Dutch.
is the
Dutch, when we
Sice
start
Room,
listen.
talking
not the
about the
Dutch
police
Y'all
station,
Show.
don't
Dutch, you
y'all
got in
don't
your
People
want
don't.
feelings.
shit
People,
being like
bro.
y'all just want feelings
Bro.
and
People don't.
conspiracies and
Dutch,
shit.
Certain
Dutch,
people
Y'all don't
don't.
Dutch,
really want
listen,
to think about something, man.
listen,
Y'all don't
Dutch. When
really
we
want
start,
to
listen,
You
when we
y'all
don't.
don't
start
really
bashing
want
the
to
police, you
dissect
got
shit. Y'all
mad,
don't want
Dutch.
to analyze
Every
She's
shit.
an
time.
officer about
Y'all
Dutch,
just
when we
want to
officers.
fucking say
listen,
what you fucking
maybe he'll hear
feel.
me though. Listen, Dutch,
Even
listen
And
even
though,
what
if
the
a
Dutch.
person,
news is saying
you
and
right,
the
you hear what somebody
narrative
else
and
saying.
shit.
Dutch, listen though, Dutch.
But
Every
when the
time we
nigga
break,
bringing something,
look,
bringing
listen,
Oh,
Dutch. Every time somebody say something about the police, bro, you get mad. You
He
can't
get
say nobody
mad.
saying nothing about feelings when
no,
you go outright. When, no, look, see,
because
look,
when
see,
I
look,
say
look, look.
something,
See,
no, when I say something, it's immediate. Oh, this nigga won
We do,
application.
we do,
But
when
we
but you're
that's
do,
not
we
because
do,
somebody,
listening
we
you're
do,
to
we
defending the
do,
you're
we
not
police.
do, we.
listening
brother.
to the
And the
fucking
cop
substance of
car.
what I'm talking about, man. And
No,
that's
no,
the point.
no, no.
When
I'm
you
behind
defend the police,
you.
that's
No,
what
no,
happened
no.
though,
You
Dutch.
making me question your
I
logical thinking
That nigga
because
is
you don't allow.
if you
emotionally
listen to the
tied to the
logic.
police.
You don't allow other
All right,
people to expound on their
give me
points,
20
and you
seconds. Give me
You
assume
20
gotta go
seconds.
to
apply.
make
Give
Hey,
me
send
shit
him
20
his
your
seconds,
way.
hey
Trey. Give me
No, no,
cadet
no.
program. His
Give
ass.
me 20 seconds, bro. No,
Right.
can I? No, give me 20 seconds, bro. What the fuck, bro?
Go ahead, host. We got the hottest host in the
You
city.
won't allow nobody to expound on their point, bro. Even especially if they disagree with you. So in a debative
it's not a
situation,
disagreement.
It is.
It's
You can
not.
tell because you won't let somebody listen. You
look
know it's a
at you.
disagreement because you won't let nobody
You
else
know
talk.
it. You
Nah, I
smart
know what
enough
a
to already know it, so you
disagreement
just
No
is.
cutting it off
accountability.
instead of actually just having conversations with the
She get you
disagreeers.
good as
So
shit,
you
No
man.
actually
Not a
can educate.
disagreement,
accountability.
No,
son.
because you're not trying to
Cause
educate.
No,
You're not
no,
trying to
I am.
educate. No.
No,
Look, no,
it's not.
I've got to do this, Dutch. Fuck it. It is what it is. You still hate
oh
me?
no.
You still right here? I'm gonna bring you right back. You know I love you. You are not trying to educate tonight, bro. You are trying to overpower the convo. You trying to overstand. He rolled out. I would too, bro. It's cool, bro.
Come on, that's what happens in the Sice Room,
That's not
baby.
that's I don't want to do it, say it on camera. That's my folks. So, I'm gonna say it to him in real life.
Hey, we live,
That's just
man.
not.
This is
I'm gonna
Sice
say it's
Room.
not commendable. That's the word I'm gonna use. That's not commendable. We can't overpower the conversation. We all gotta give each other time, allow each other to talk, regardless if we disagree. That's the conversation. You could say feelings, you could not even be saying facts. You could not know what the fuck you talking about. But niggas still gotta let people expound on how they feel, and then said if you have more information, just educate them. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit's supposed to be about. We can't overstand, we can't overtalk, we can't just because I disagree with you, I'm gonna keep cutting you off, because you may make a point. Like fuck all of that, man. Let everybody make their points, dog, so we can have a conversation. If we disagree, let's just disagree in the conversation. We get too crazy on trying to persuade people about our point. I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe. Let me say what I say. You
Disagree
say
to
what y'all
agree to
say.
disagree.
I'm not saying what I'm saying to make you believe it. I'm saying it because this is what I believe. I'm praying and hope. Well, I'm praying. I'm hoping that you saying it because this is what you believe. If you end up saying some shit that intrigue me, you may sway me, but you can't force me, and we can't do that in our conversations, y'all. That's not showing no type of intellect. intellect. That's not showing type of no camaraderie, community, nothing. We just looking like we up here bickering like bras. No disrespect to the ladies.
I like the bicker.
Agreed.
Actually, I just think that this was just an awesome show, and shout out to all the police officers that are doing
Oh,
their
shut
jobs.
up,
She
asshole.
needs to stop trolling, like
The
immediately.
biggest. Okay.
Fucking cut shit.
No, honestly, because this shows that, you know, police officers do stand somewhere in the community. Um, they just don't matter that much for us to keep hearing and bicker.
That's enough for you.
And so I'm glad that we had tonight's episode and we spoke on important topics like a Hispanic man who was hung, because somebody got to talk about it. And no funny, like if that was my family member, I'd be wanting motherfuckers to burn the police station down. Type shit.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
still, me personally, I just feel like it's wild though, cause it's cameras everywhere, so it's no excuse. Whoever did it, they already know who did it. So
Then the comments was going crazy. Hold on. As y'all know, man, we always do the Sice Room after dark, so we're gonna keep it rocking, man. For all the fans that keep rocking with us, y'all already know. Hit the link, man. Y'all can come with us and rock with us if y'all hit the link. But from culture to tragedy to policy and trust to tonight's conversation went all type of ways, man. We had a couple people quit, come back with, man. It get real crazy on the Sice Room. But appreciate everybody on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, all the platforms that we streaming on. Appreciate all our panelists. Appreciate all our everybody in the comments. We love y'all, man. The Sice Room.